Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fat fuck. Alright.
Alright, looks like that code is ready, and some of these tests are ready to go. Hey there, you're probably here because
This is you finished it. Fat fuck.
Okay.
Now the chapter. Jack was found sitting up a tree. His jacket was unzipped, his pants were unzipped. And pulled down
Now,
slightly.
more than ever.
Holy shit.
Now, more than ever, you hear about the importance of STEM education and the need for qualified computer programmers. Maybe you even know someone who started learning to code. Or perhaps you've heard about how programming can be a rewarding, lucrative career. Whatever the reason, this course is designed for you. Someone
So these
who's
niggas pay
curious to
you?
pull back the curtains.
They pay you? Like, why? Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Go.
Explore the world of computer programming. I'll walk you through your first line of code, explain the core concepts needed to write useful programs, and take a peek at several programming languages along the way. I'm Anise Davis, and I've worked in the software industry for over a decade, and programming is one of my favorite things to do. I also love to share what I know with others, so I'm really excited to help you master the fundamentals of programming
you just getting paid.
here
That's
on
all
LinkedIn
it
Learning.
is, bro. That guy's just getting paid. That was it? Fuck.
Throughout the course, I'll be using a
Holy
Mac computer,
shit.
but it's not a requirement that you do the same. You can follow along using Windows or Linux as well. Just make sure you feel comfortable downloading software and working with the file system. But don't worry, I'll walk you through every step. This course comes with exercise files. You can download them and store it on your desktop like you see here. The exercise files folder is broken into various chapters. Each chapter corresponds to a chapter of the course. Inside each directory, you will find files that map to the video. For example, if you wanted to look for the third video from Chapter 4, you'd come to the Chapter 4 folder and look for 04_03. If you see files that end in _begin, This is the state of the file at the beginning of the video. Whereas if you see _end, this is the state of the file at the end of the video. But notice 0402 and 0406, they don't have any _begin or _end. That's because the code contained in these files are just for a reference. We're not going to make any changes to those. This makes it easier for you to compare the beginning and ending states of our file changes. Keep in mind though, not all videos will have exercise files. But don't worry, I'll make sure to call out which file we're working with as we go throughout the course. What is programming? Well, when you pick up your phone and check the time, respond to a message, or comment on a friend's picture, you're experiencing the results of what someone programmed your phone to do. Programming is the process of converting ideas into instructions that a computer can understand and execute. These instructions are specific and sequential. You can think of it a bit like a recipe. Let's say you wanted to bake a cake. You would first need a list of ingredients and then the set of instructions.
So fucking long.
For our ingredients, we have flour, sugar, eggs, milk, and so forth.
Shit. I understand why
If
you
you've
need
ever
someone.
baked a cake, you know that the amount of each ingredient can dramatically affect the outcome. If you accidentally use a full cup of milk instead of a half a cup, then you'd have a runny mess on your hands.
God, it smells burnt.
Or what if you swapped the baking soda for salt? The cake would never rise. In a similar way, the instructions we provide to computers need to be specific so that we can get our desired result. Computers are very literal. They try to execute our commands exactly. When we give them bad instructions, we might introduce bugs or even make the computer crash.
So like, you can't
In
skip this
programming,
even though you
a
completed
bug
it
is
all?
when something unexpected happens, whereas a crash is when your program stops early or freezes. Just like if you use the wrong ingredients in your cake. Instead
Oh my
of
God,
a
there's a
fluffy
quiz
and
at the
moist
end.
cake, you
Let's
could
have
have
a
a
quiz.
flat, runny disaster.
We don't.
The other characteristic of computer instructions is that they're sequential, just like the steps in a recipe. The order of the steps will impact your final product. If we mix the baking soda in before the eggs, we can cause our cake to be dense. Or adding the milk with the butter may cause the dry ingredients to clump and leave us with a lumpy cake. Order matters. The same thing can be said about programming. It's all about giving computers the right instructions and the correct sequence of steps to produce the desired result. This is important because programming is just as much about finding errors and preventing crashes as it is about writing the instructions or code that the computer understands. So to recap, programming is how we communicate with the digital world. It's characterized by having instructions that are specific and sequential. And when we get our code right, just like in a recipe, the end result is a program that helps us to enjoy a bit more of our world. When you want to provide instructions to a computer, you use what's called a programming language. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of programming languages available, each made up of its own syntax or rules and semantics or meaning. Let me give you an analogy. In English, we would write welcome and use one exclamation mark. But in Spanish, we would write bienvenido. Semantically, they mean the same thing. But Spanish, unlike English, requires an exclamation mark at the beginning and end. This is one rule or syntax of the Spanish language. Likewise, programming languages also have unique syntax rules. Let's look at a few examples of the Hello World program. Maybe you've already heard of it before. It's the most basic program used for decades to get started with a new programming language. It helps to highlight the differences in syntax between languages. First, we'll look at a language called C++. This is how we would get the program to display Hello World when run. Now, it may look strange to you, but that's okay. Soon you'll be able to understand exactly what's happening. For now, I want you to just notice the syntax used in the language. This consists of double quotes around the words Hello World. the use of a semicolon at the end of statements, and there's a return keyword right before a closing curly brace. All of these things are part of the syntax or rules of the C++ programming language. Let's look at a few more examples. This language is called JavaScript. It's a very popular language used in virtually every website these days. This is how we would display Hello World using JavaScript. Notice the use of different syntax. First, the words Hello World are now inside of single quotes. We don't have any curly braces. Instead, we see something about document.write. World in Python. Similar syntax to JavaScript, but now we don't see any parentheses, and the use of double quotes has returned just like we saw with C++. Now you may be wondering, what's the point of having so many different languages, especially if they do the same thing? Why not just have one programming language and we all use it? The main reason why we have so many languages is that each comes with its own set of strengths and weaknesses. Some are ideal for programming small devices with limited memory, whereas others were made to handle complex mathematical computations. Regardless of the language you choose, ultimately, that language has to be broken down into the only one that computers understand: machine language. Machine language is extremely complex for us to write directly because it's mostly just a series of numbers. Professor Mike Deehan compared machine code to DNA molecules. Can you imagine trying to read a DNA sequence atom by atom? That would take you forever. And this is why we have these other languages that we call high-level languages. They're closer to human languages, comprised of keywords, structure, and syntax that's easier for us to learn and understand. Writing source code is what programmers do all day. It's the instructions we have for the computer, and it's written in plain text. In other words, we write it without special formatting like bold, italic, or different font types. It's mostly just the actual characters. This means that word processing applications aren't suitable for writing code, because by default, they insert bits of information in files that prevent them from being plain text. Instead, you can use a text editor. If you're on a PC, you already have a text editor available to you, Notepad. And for Mac users, there's TextEdit. Both applications allow you to write source code. Let's look at an example. I'll be using TextEdit since I'm on a Mac. We're going to go ahead and open up TextEdit. And the first thing that you'll notice is this formatting bar. By default, TextEdit stores files in rich text format. That means you can do things like bold or italics, or even underline. But this is not suitable for writing source code. To change it, we're going to go over to TextEdit, choose Preferences, and then we're going to choose Plain Text under the Format section. Also, make sure you uncheck all of the options down below. Great. We can close our Preferences pane, and let's restart TextEdit to make sure that our changes are still present. Perfect. Now that formatting bar is no longer here. If you're on a PC and you're using Notepad, you don't have to worry about this. It uses plain text by default. So let's start off by doing our favorite program, Hello World. We're going to do the Python version. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to type print, open parentheses, double quotes, hello world, exclamation mark, double quotes, and a closing parentheses. We did it. We've written some source code. Source code can either be one line like you see here or thousands. It just depends on the needs of your program. Let's go ahead and save this file. By default, TextEdit saves files with the .txt extension. This is because it's plain text. But it's best practice to use an extension that corresponds to the programming language that's inside of your file. Since this code was written in Python, we're going to use the Python extension, which is .py. So let's save this as 01 _03.py. Perfect. Each programming language has its own file extensions. For JavaScript, it's .js, Perl, .pl, whereas a language like Kotlin uses .kt. Now that we know how to write our code, we need to learn how to translate it into the language that the computer speaks, machine language. This is a vital step to get it running on any device. If we were to double-click our Python file, it would just open in an editor, but it wouldn't do anything with the code that we put inside. Why is that? Well, it's because Python is an interpreted language. This means we have to interpret it into machine code, and we haven't run the interpreter yet. There are three main ways to translate source code into machine code: compile it, interpret it, or a combination of both. Compile, interpret. Let me give you a real-world example. Say you need to write a letter to someone who speaks Mandarin but doesn't speak English. What would you do? You could first write it in English, then use a translation service to convert your letter into Mandarin and mail it. The other person would never see your original letter, only the one that was in Mandarin. That's basically what compilers do. They take your high-level programming language and turn it into an executable that contains low-level machine code. This way, users can run your code on their machine without ever needing your original source code. Now, the second option for sending our letter is to send it to them in English. Then they could have a friend who speaks English read each line of the letter first and tell them what it means in Mandarin. Every time our Chinese friend needs to read the letter, the interpreter will need to come back over and reinterpret the letter. This is essentially what computer interpreters do. They process your source code each time it's run, line by line, and it's up to the other user to have the needed interpreter available on their machine. Now, this is of course an oversimplification of both compilers and interpreters. They perform complex functions that help to optimize the size, speed, and security of your source code, but it helps to convey the general idea of how they differ. Typically, languages like C, C++, and Objective-C are known as compiled languages, whereas PHP and JavaScript are known as interpreted languages. And finally, Java, C#, and Python use the combination approach. Nowadays, the line between compiling and interpreting is a bit blurry, as many languages have some variants of both. The key thing to keep in mind is that you may need to perform additional steps to get your code to run on your or someone else's machine. You can write entire programs in simple text editors, but in practice, few programmers do. They use enhanced text editors called Integrated Development Environments, or IDEs. IDEs provide features that speed up code development. When you want to write a letter, an essay, or a resume, what tool would you use? You'd probably use a word processor, such as Microsoft Word or Google Docs. They have special tools that help you check grammar, spelling, and add nice formatting. For programming, we use an IDE in the same way. An IDE is an application that provides the special tools needed to write, debug, and compile code. Let's take a look at two popular IDEs to see what they have to offer. Don't worry about downloading anything right now. We're just going to check them out together. We'll start with Xcode. Xcode is used to develop applications for Apple products, like the iPhone, iPad, or Mac. Right away, you can see a difference between our simple text editor and a more sophisticated IDE. We have line numbers on the left side of our source code editor. This allows us to more quickly reference individual statements in our code. There's also the use of color, known as syntax highlighting, to aid in pointing out important keywords and improve the readability of our code. And finally, notice how you can even preview what your code will look like when compiled and run on a real device. Definitely a great tool to improve your coding process. Now, although Xcode is really nice, let's look at one more example. Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code, or VS Code for short, is a more lightweight editor than Xcode, and it was initially designed for scripting languages, such as JavaScript and TypeScript. However, it gradually came to support many more languages through powerful extensions. You'll find developers using it to develop apps in dozens of languages. One of its unique features is called IntelliSense. This allows you to get code suggestions while you're typing. It works a lot like autocomplete when you're sending a text or when you search in Google and it guesses the rest of the phrase you're typing. And unlike a simple text editor, we can actually run our Python code from within the IDE. It's really cool. And there are many more IDEs out there. My favorite is Android Studio, as I spend lots of time creating Android applications. But when I'm working on an application written in Ruby, I turn to RubyMine, as it's tailored for the Ruby language. Programmers love to talk about which IDE is their favorite. If you have an hour or two to spare, just ask any programmer what IDE they think is best. Then get ready to pull up a chair. IDEs can ease the burden of software development by providing tools to help you write, debug, and run your source code more easily. Ultimately, it's up to you to find one that meets your needs, and you don't mind using it for hours a day. When choosing the language for this When choosing the language for this course, when When choosing the language for When choosing the language for this course, I had two main requirements. It needed to be popular and easy to learn. As far as being popular, right now the top 5 programming languages are Java, Python, JavaScript, C++, and C#. That narrowed down the list considerably. But when it comes to ease of learning, both Python and JavaScript have fewer syntax requirements than the other languages. So let's look at those two. Both Python and JavaScript tend to be more concise. This means it takes fewer lines of code to get things done. They're also easier to understand, as both languages use structure and wording that are closer to human language. But which one to choose? Well, JavaScript was designed to work with and manipulate web pages, and it continues to be widely used for that very reason, although it can also be used for non-web applications. Python, on the other hand, was designed to be a general-purpose language. You can use Python to create web apps, internal company tools, perform scientific analysis, as well as create games. The Python language has been around for decades, and it's available on multiple platforms, including Mac, Windows, Linux, and more. It's a great choice for exploring the various concepts that we're going to cover. So for this course, Python is the winner. We've already seen some Python code. Remember our simple Hello World program? That was written in Python. This is also Python code. Can you guess what it does? If not, that's okay. By the end of this course, not only will you know what it does, but you'll be able to write similar programs yourself. If you're using a Mac computer, getting Python set up is very easy. The Mac operating system ships with a version of Python already installed. If you're using Windows, please skip to the next video, as I'll walk you through how to get set up. To check what version of Python is installed, to install Python on your Windows machine, you need to go to python.org. Let's do that now. From here, go to the Downloads tab, and then we're going to choose Download Python 3.7.3. Programming languages have version numbers associated with them because over time new features are added. Could impact how you use the language. Now that that's downloaded, we can click on the executable in order to launch the installation process. Make sure you choose the Add Python 3.7 to Path checkbox option.
I got 3.9.
Then you want to click on
motherfucker.
Install Now.
Alright, got it.
Okay, now that the setup was successful, let's close this as well as the browser window. To open our newly installed Python installation, we're going to come to the Start menu, and then we're going to navigate down to where you see Python. If we expand this folder, there's multiple executables present, but we're going to use the one that's Python 3.7. When we click this, this will open up the Python prompt. It's at this point that we can start sending some instructions to the computer. For now, we're just going to exit. And we'll do that by typing exit with an opening and closing parentheses. And that's it.
I'm installing it. New to Python, start an online tutor. What's new? Close that. So I should be able to, in theory, just touch this. Sure? No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I actually am sure. Okay, I gotta find it now. Python. Wait, I have like multiple Pythons. This is Python 3.9 idle and Python 3.9 manuals. Fuck. I'll replay the video a little bit back to where she showed how to download.
Because over time, new features are added. By increasing the version number, the developers of the language are communicating that they've changed something, and it could impact how you use the language. Now that that's downloaded, we can click on the executable in order to launch the installation process. Make sure you choose the Add Python.
I did that.
Yo, Anthony,
Yeah.
you basically gotta download the latest file, the latest one.
Yeah, I did it, but I
Yeah.
don't know which one. I have like 4 of them, 4 different things to click. I don't know which one to click though. Continue. Go, keep
On 3.7 to Path checkbox option. Then you want to click on Install Now. Okay, now that the setup was successful, let's close this as well as the browser window. To open our newly installed Python installation, we're going to come to the Start menu, and then we're going to navigate down to where you see Python. If we expand this folder, there's multiple executables present, but we're going to use the one that's Python 3.7. When we click this, this will open up the Python prompt.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
It's at this point that
So,
we can start sending some
exit.
instructions to the computer.
Close.
For now, we're just going to exit. And we'll do that by typing exit with an opening and closing parentheses. And that's it. If for some reason you're not able to get Python installed, I've included a troubleshooting guide for you. But otherwise, you should be running the latest and greatest version of Python.
The latest.
One way to execute or run your Python code is by using the command line. Let's open up Terminal and try out a few commands. Let's go ahead and launch the Python interpreter. We'll use the Python 3 command. Now we're inside of our Python prompt. This means the computer's ready to take our instructions. Let's try out a simple math problem. 2 plus 2. First, we'll try it with, what is 2 plus 2? Uh-oh, we get a syntax error. Recall that syntax refers to the rules of a programming language. Syntax errors happen when you write code that breaks the expected rules. In this case, we wrote our code in plain English, but the interpreter doesn't understand English, only Python. Let's try this again. This time we'll type 2 plus 2. And just like that, we get 4. That's because 2 plus 2 is a valid Python expression. Let's try another one. 2 plus, and then enter. Once again, another syntax error. That's because this is not a complete Python expression. For example, in English, I could say, "You're doing a great job with the course so far." That's a grammatically correct sentence. But if I were to say, "You're doing a great job with," that would be an incomplete sentence. I didn't finish it up. Programming languages work much the same way. They need you to follow the syntax or rules in order to understand your commands. Let me show you one more thing. First, we're going to exit our Python prompt. We'll do that by typing exit, or we could also use the shortcut Control-D. So now we're outside of the Python prompt. Do you remember our 0103 file? Let me show you how we can run it from the command line. The first thing we need to do is make sure we're in the same directory as our file. To do that, we'll use the cd or change directory command, and we'll go to our file, which is located inside of desktop/exercise files /chapter01. Now, if we hit enter, let's go ahead and make sure we're in the proper directory. We'll do that using the ls, or short for list command, which is available on Mac and Linux. And there you have it. We see our Python file. To run it, we're going to use the python3 command with a space and then the name of our file, 0103.py. Great, we were able to get the output of our file here on the command line. Most of the time, you'll run your code directly in the IDE, though you may have occasions where you want to run some Python code from the command line. And now you know how. We'll be using Visual Studio Code, or VS Code for short, as our IDE for this course. VS Code is a great cross-platform editor, To get started, we'll open up the VS Code webpage. Once you're here, you want to choose Download for Windows. Once it's downloaded, let's click on the executable in order to launch the installation flow. Now that we've launched the installation flow, let me go ahead and close this browser window, and then we'll walk through the flow. First, we're going to click on Next and make sure you accept the agreement. We'll click Next again, choose the default location for installation. We'll keep everything the same for the defaults. And when it comes to selecting the additional task, I recommend you choose every option, as this will make it easier for you to work with the exercise files.
I did not do that at all.
Let's click
This looks crazy.
Next again,
New file.
and then finally install. Okay, now it's finished. Let's go ahead and launch Visual Studio Code. Now that the app is launched, we're greeted with the welcome screen. From here, we can create a new file, open a folder, or add a workspace folder. For now, let's take a quick look at some of the features of this IDE. We can do that by coming to the Learn pane and choosing Interface Overview.
Oh.
The key things that you'll want to work with for this course are the File Explorer, where you can see all of the files listed, searching across files in case you need to find one with a specific name, managing extensions, which we're going to talk about shortly, and then also finding and running all commands. Let's escape it by just clicking on the overlay. The next thing we want to do to get this ready to work with Python is to go to the Customize pane and choose Tools and Languages. This is going to open up the extension pane on the left side, and one of the options is Python. If we click on the Python extension, we're going to get of this IDE.
I thought I paused it. I need to rewatch this. Huh?
I clicked on install Python.
We can do that by coming to the Learn pane and choosing Interface Over. Create a new file, open a folder. Now that the app is launched, we're greeted with the welcome screen.
No,
From
go
here,
forward.
we can
Forward,
create a new
motherfucker.
file,
Forward.
open a folder.
What do you mean?
Forward. We're ahead of this.
No, I'm saying I wasn't watching this. I was AFK.
Oh.
Yeah, hold up.
She just took us to tools and languages. That's all she did.
Okay,
Like, she just told us the commands. That was it.
Okay, let me just fix something because I know you can hear yourself, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, wait, good. Okay.
Or add a workspace folder. For now, let's take a quick look at some of the features of this IDE. We can do that by coming to the Learn pane and choosing Interface Overview. The key things that you'll want to work with for this course are the File Explorer, where you can see all of the files listed.
Wait, I got a question. Did
Searching
you make an
across
account?
Files in case you need to find one with a specific
For that, yeah.
name.
She's on? Yeah.
Managing
I didn't do it.
which we're going to talk about shortly.
No.
And then also
No.
Just get a search of Visual Studios.
Oh, I can
Visual
sign into
Studio
Microsoft.
Code. Gotta search it up and it's like a little download button. That's it. And then all she's talking about is how the code right here is what we're gonna need to know. That's it. Like to travel and stuff.
I think I just missed a word. I mean letter. Hold on.
Visual Studio Code.
Oh, there you go. I signed in. What do I do now? The fuck?
Download it.
Is it called desktop? The fuck? Hold up. I need to read
Yeah.
finding and running
Just
all
download it. That's all you
commands.
do.
Greeted with the let's take a we're greeted with the welcome screen. From here, we can create a new
I don't
file,
have that.
open a
Whatever she's
folder.
looking at.
What do you mean? Go back.
Clone error.
Go back. Go more back. Go more back. You gotta rewind. You gotta rewind the video.
Or add to selecting the additional task. I recommend you choose every option, as this will make it easier for you to
More.
work with the exercise
Go
files.
more back. More back.
Let's
No, I
click
seen
back
this one. I seen
again.
this one. I seen this one.
And then
Oh,
finally
okay.
install.
This is how you install it.
Yeah, I know. I already installed it.
Okay, now it's finished. Let's go ahead and launch Visual Studio Code.
And then she gets here.
Now that
Okay.
now it's finished. Let's go ahead and
Wait,
launch
is that how it looked like when you downloaded it?
Yeah.
Mine is white. Mine is black.
Visual Studio Code.
Don't know, man.
Now-
What?
It's a different
It's
race.
so different. I can literally show you what I'm seeing right now.
Show me.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see.
Video.
Oh.
Do you see it?
Oh. You gotta update.
I'll have to
that
update
shit.
it.
Shit, how long this bitch gonna take?
Let's see. It's gonna
Oh
take.
my
Can you see it?
God. Yeah.
It's
90%. See.
Ah.
It ended where?
I don't know.
Yeah, ended it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. Give me a sec. Do you hear her?
Mm-hmm.
But what the she sounds like an animal.
Oh, you gotta like start it?
I'm downloading it now. Slowly. Loading. Okay,
Shit,
look. You want me to
slow.
show you? You want me to show you what I'm seeing right now? Hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Show me. Like, you have like applications
Look,
open
you
and
see that?
stuff?
You see that?
What the fuck is this?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, probably because like you already had an account, maybe. Because you had to update it. I didn't have to update it.
I'm gonna reset it right now.
The stream closed.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you're in like the actual program already or something.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Just continue on the video. Maybe you should like show us
Now that the app
going
is
in there.
launched, we're greeted with the welcome screen.
I don't see
From
the
here,
video.
we can create a
Oh shit, my bad.
There you go. Yeah.
new file, open a folder, or add a workspace folder. For now, let's take a quick look at some of the features of this IDE. We can do that by where you can see all of the files listed. And then also on is to go to the Customize pane and choose Tools, and on the Python extension, we're going to get lots of details about how Python works in Visual. For instance, in the Python extension, we get linting, debugging, code formatting, and much more. But you don't have to worry about all of that for this course. We're only going to use very limited features. So make sure that you install the extension if it's not already available. Remember, Python is an interpreted language, meaning it processes your source code each time it's run, line by line. So in order to run Python code and get code suggestions, you must tell VS Code which interpreter to use. Let's do that now. We're going to close down the extension, and then we're going to open up the command palette. To do that, we're going to type Control-Shift-P.
Control
And then
Shift.
start typing.
Nigga, I don't have that shit.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Continue the damn video. I need to watch this. You're like ahead or some shit.
What the
Okay.
fuck? Yo,
Continue.
Yo, oh my god, hold up. Like my YouTube channel real quick. I'll continue it. I'll continue just for you. Shit, let me just do this. Let me just do this real quick.
Nigga.
No, hold up. There you go. And see, I'm smart.
Typing Python, select interpreter, and choose it from the dropdown.
Nigga, I hear two of them, I think.
What?
I hear two of
It's
the girls.
going to give us the option
How's that
for
possible?
Python 3.7.3, which is the one
I
that
hear
we
two
had
of them.
installed previously.
No, I don't
So
even
now we
know
can
weirdo.
just select it, and we're ready to go.
I see nothing
That's it.
playing.
We are
What?
ready to start writing
There's
and
nothing
running
playing,
our
bro.
code
It's
in
just
an IDE.
and then started typing Python. That's it. She
Let's
came
take
back.
a look.
No, rewind.
Oh no, she
Hold
was
up,
probably being weird. Hold up, let me see.
To
Okay.
get started, 7.3, which is the one
Alright,
that we
a
had
little more,
installed
little more.
previously.
Back.
Select
Yeah, right
interpreter
there.
and choose it from the dropdown.
Python. What the fuck did she
It's
just
going
do?
to give us the on. Then we're going to open up the command palette.
Okay.
To do that, we're going to type Control-Shift-P.
Yeah.
And then start typing Python,
Python.
select interpreter, and choose it from the dropdown.
Select. Wait, what button? What
It's
was
going
the
to
little
give us
thing that
the-
she pressed?
Control Shift P.
P. I know that. What did she type? She typed Python and then something popped
No,
up.
it automatically does the word.
To run Python code and get code suggestions, you must tell VS Code which interpreter to use. Let's do that now. We're going to close down the extension,
Close down the.
and then we're going to open up the command palette.
Gonna open up the.
To do that, we're going to type Control-Shift-P.
You see, you just opened.
And then start typing
Yeah. She
Python,
typed in Python.
select interpreter.
What's that?
Look, you see the first
It's
one.
the double dot.
It's the
Is
first
that the
one.
double dot?
The first one. Yeah, that's double dot.
I don't see that.
What you do? It's next to your L.
No, I don't see that.
What?
No. I'm talking about select interpreter. I don't see that.
Did he do the greater than? I mean, the least.
Yeah, it instantly came. So it's Python. Continue a little bit more. A little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more.
And choose it from the dropdown.
I don't see it.
Select interpreter.
Get the big
It's
capital
going
P.
to give us the option for Python 3.7.3, which is the
Python.
one that we had installed previously. So now we can just select it and we're ready to go.
It says Python clear
That's it.
workspace
We are
server
ready to
settings.
start writing and running our code in an IDE.
I don't know what the fuck. I just clicked.
Nani. Oh my god, bro, what the fuck? Okay, now I
I
can
got
look
Python code.
at my own video.
I got Python code out.
And choose it from the dropdown.
I don't see it talking bit. She ain't talking shit.
I just noticed, am I streaming or not? What the fuck?
You are to me. It says. I don't see it talking bit. She ain't talking. What do you mean?
I just noticed, am I streaming or not? What the fuck?
You are to me. It says. What the fuck is going on? Hold up.
It's okay, least then.
I just heard you repeat the same things you said previously, and then I said the same thing previously. I don't see it talking bit. You hear that?
I just noticed, am I streaming or not? What the fuck?
Do you hear that?
Oh.
I hear myself and you talking back to me, but from the past. What the fuck is going on? Hold up.
Can you hear it now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear the echo? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think so.
dude, what is wrong with
No,
my...
I don't. I'm good. I don't hear it no more.
Okay, hold up.
It was like the past.
Control Shift
just
P.
talking.
Let's do this. Okay, Control Shift P.
Show
Oh
me,
my
show me,
god!
Show me, nigga, show me. Show me your screen.
Control Shift P. Control Shift P. It's not even.
Show me your screen, motherfucker.
I got you.
Show me the screen.
It's just a big ass screen. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Wait, okay. Let's see. Go to help. Go
I
to
think this is
fucking help.
Studios. Here, let me see. Visual Installer. Yes. Let's go see this right now. Nani. Launch. Modify.
I don't see what you're seeing. I still see the same screen. I don't.
Yo, like literally, what the? This is actually pissing me off, dude.
Just,
Maybe let's see this.
what is you tapping?
Control Shift P.
Okay, maybe like exit out of this and then go into the.
Maybe I uninstall.
No. Okay, wait.
I already did it. I
Show
already
me
did
the
it.
screen. No, fuck. No, maybe you have to like type it in the window thing. Like you have to go back to the window and just type it.
I
Like at the
restarted.
little, the 4 little fucking squares in the bottom left of your screen.
Well, who's watching my stream? I'm famous. I'm getting a like. Okay, oh wait, you want me to share my screen? My bad. Hold up.
Share your screen. Do the one where I can see like you doing all the stuff, like everything.
Yeah, I got you. Wait, can you see it?
I'm going in. Yes. I'm fucking Batman. Look at that shit.
Wait, you're not supposed to see
Clean.
that.
Nigga, I'm clean. Look how clean.
What the fuck?
Fucking.
Maybe
Look how
share
clean
screen.
he is.
There's just share screen. Can you see
Holy.
it? Can you see
I
it?
see thousands. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Which one do I download again?
My nigga, this was not there. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. This shit was not there at all.
Oh my god, bro.
That shit was not a shit, my nigga.
Okay, now I need
Visual
to
Studio.
reset the whole thing again.
Visual Studio.
Visual Studio. Oh shit! I just typed.
And there was something with Visual Studio code. Visual
Oh.
nigga. Oh my god. Now that one.
No, fine.
Nigga, that's internet. That one, yeah. That one. What the fuck is this?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what
Go
the
back,
fuck?
go back. It might have been that one. Yeah, okay.
It's a
now
blue.
Click download. Click download for Windows. And it's gonna pop out. Yeah. Oh my god, that shit's so slow. Hurry. Oh.
Where'd it go?
Now.
Oh,
it'll
about to
pop
say.
up. Accept. Next. Everything. Yeah, now next. Nah, install, yeah. See, I didn't do that. You nigga. Finish.
Yes,
Now
go.
Hello.
Now let me this one. Let me uninstall that bitch.
Uninstall that shit.
Where is it?
Holy
I
shit,
mean,
you have so many fucking things
I don't want to talk about it. Oh, this one.
right there.
He tight.
So I'm assuming, yes.
Warframe.
Oh my god.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Okay, exit.
Wait,
Oh,
bro. Let's just cancel it.
let's cancel it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Okay,
anything.
now go to tools and languages. Go to the first one, install it. Install the first one, Python, right there. Click it.
I already have this
Install.
downloaded.
Shut up. Just do it. Do it, motherfucker. Just do it.
Python.
And then do the Python. See? It doesn't fucking come up for some reason.
Oh yeah, how about this one? It's supposed to be interpreter. Where is it?
See, put Python, whatever, and then something.
Interpreter.
Whatever.
Interpreter. Wait, what was the one again? Hold up, let me see.
It was not Python interpreter.
Let's take a look at
Bitch.
to customize and one of the details about
Was
how Python is included. For
Dot
instance, if you
interspace. Oh.
source code, do that.
Okay. It's the first.
Select.
It's dumb because. Oh, Python select. Okay.
Nigga, what did you just do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
Never mind. Python. Select. See, it never comes up. I was like, what?
This one.
And
This one. Look.
the fuck? Okay, wait, hold up. I gotta get my shit now, and I gotta go new all the way fucking back. Okay. Let me close this shit real quick. Let me search up.
Let me just see if I'm
And
doing it
then
right.
start typing Python, select interpreter, and
I
choose
gotta
it from the
delete
drop
this.
down.
Shit, what the fuck is this?
It's going to give us the option for Python 3.7.3, which is the one that we had installed previously. So now we can just select it, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
That's it. We are
Okay, wait. I have a file. Okay, close all. Don't save that. That shit's trash. Hella fucking trash. Where the fuck?
Yo,
am
by the
I,
way,
bro?
3 more, and then we gotta do the other test.
Quiz. I see now. I'm lost. Cause okay, wait.
What do you mean?
Control Shift P. Okay, there we go. So it's Python.
Let's see what this
Select.
is.
Okay, I see it. Which one did you choose? The 60
Interpreter.
okay,
Just, the one that's latest for you. They're all
it's the
different.
bottom one.
Yeah.
Alright, it did nothing.
But
Absolutely nothing.
can
Let's
I
do
share screen? Share screen.
this. I don't know what the fuck I went, but
I'm gonna stop streaming, and then I wanna see you stream.
share my screen. Go here.
Look,
See that? You see this?
I don't see nothing.
Okay. Do you see it?
Oh yeah, I see.
What the fuck is this? I do Control Shift P, and then this shit comes up, right?
That one,
Click
that's the
this.
first one, yeah, and then click that one, yeah. Yeah.
This
click-
one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And then you gotta wait for it to load.
Nigga, I've been waiting.
Wait, do you not have Python downloaded?
I do. Look, it's just sitting right there, and then I'm pretty sure I have Python. Yeah, I have it. I have it downloaded. See, now, I don't know what the fuck this shit is, though.
I'm not confused.
Uh,
Maybe
okay,
reset it?
I closed that shit. What the fuck that was, bro? Okay. Did I come back? Oh my god, I made it back, bro. I made it back into the real world, motherfucker. I think we're good. Continue
My
that
son
video.
Devin. Oh.
Nick, Keem, and Devin. Oh. They're all chilling right there, doing homework or some shit.
Are
We will
ready to
never
start
know, nigga.
writing and running our.
You're not sharing,
Let's take a look at
nigga.
a few ways
Hold up, hold up. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
You're not sharing. Share. Yes.
we can run our Python
How many more
programs
videos?
in
Scroll
VS
down.
Code.
Oh.
Let's go
Fuck.
ahead and open up
Holy
our.
shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At least number 4 is barely anything. Then number
Maybe
5,
5
it's a
minutes.
lot. And then conclusion is a very, very
Then we
little bit.
Exercise files
So-
folder. To do
Well.
Holy I don't know. Fuck.
Do that.
There's so many
Open
more
folder.
minutes.
and then we're going to choose exercise files.
Exercise files. Oh wait, what? What is this?
Isn't this the beginning?
Now the first thing you'll notice over
Wait,
here
Wasn't that the beginning?
why is this on
This
Mac?
one.
Why is this on Mac?
on the Explorer
Wait,
pane
what the
is
fuck?
that we have a list of all. To
What
get
is this
started,
bitch
we'll
doing?
open up the Learn pages.
Okay, we did this one already.
We're going
Okay, so
to
that
do
is
that.
actually
We're going to click on Open Folder.
open folder.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta do this shit.
Yo.
open folder.
Dude, oh, where is this on?
Alright, where did this bitch go from open folder? I do not.
All right,
know
here.
what the-
I never have a folder, the fuck.
Yeah, same. I never.
Open folder. Let's see. Let's just see. Open.
Hey, you're not showing me. I'm gonna let you know that now.
Oh, wait, okay. If I'm
Desktop.
correct, where is desktop? There it is.
Okay, I'm gonna search it up. What was it called? E. There's nothing with E. Okay, so I don't fucking know where to go, bro.
And then we're going to choose Exercise
Nigga.
Files.
Okay, can you like?
Let's take a look
Cheese, nah.
at a few ways we
just
can run
too-
our Python programs in VS Code.
Where the fuck did she get them exercise for? Where?
This is welcome.
This bitch got her from fucking. What the fuck? Okay, wait. I want to search it up. Exercise. Exercise. Something with. Exercise does not exist. Nigga.
Exercise folder. I think I spelled exercise wrong. Yes, I did.
Oh my god, there's no such folder as that. Where'd she get that then, bro? Do we need that though? Continue that video. Do we really need it?
Let's go ahead and open up our Exercise Files folder. To do that, we're going to click on Open Folder, and then we're going to choose Exercise Files.
But where? Where did you get it from? Alright, yeah, maybe we don't need it. Maybe we just don't need it. Continue this. Continue. Maybe we do not need this. Maybe it's not required. Maybe it's just like some weird ass shit she's doing. Okay, desktop exercise. What the fuck?
Now, the first thing you'll notice over here on the Explorer
Okay, maybe
pane
we do need
is
that
that we
shit.
have a list of all of the folders inside of our Exercise Files directory. But there's this one folder that we didn't create, .vscode. You don't have to worry about changing anything here for the course. This is just a special folder created by VS Code in order to store some metadata. Let's go ahead and open up one of the files. We're going to open the one inside of chapter 02, and we're going to choose 02_07. This looks really different
looks
from what
simple.
we've seen before in our simple text editor.
Look at
The
there's no
first thing you
different at all.
notice is the use of line numbers over here on the left side. We call this the gutter. Using line numbers inside of IDEs makes it easier for us to find code later on. For example, on line number 3, we have the print statement, goodbye world. What's another thing you notice that's really different? It's the use of color. We call this syntax highlighting. This is how we can point out special keywords or various objects inside of our programs. For example, the print keyword is yellow, whereas the hello world is orange. But how did VS Code know to choose the colors for the Python programming language?
The parentheses.
Well, it's based on the fact that we're using the .py file extension. This is the file extension used for Python code. Now let's say we want to run this code. We can click anywhere inside of our file, right-click, and go to Run Python File in Terminal. Let's do that now.
Okay.
Notice that we see our output. Hello world, goodbye world.
Suicide.
We've done this using our IDE. Now, what if we weren't interested in running all of the code in a file? Well, we could even use just one portion. For example, let's run line number 3 only. We'll come to this line, right-click, and we'll choose Run Selection or Line in Python Terminal. And now we only get goodbye world. What's really nice is that this actually launches a real Python shell for us. So if we want, we could even run other Python commands.
Okay, yeah, we do need this, but I don't know how the fuck we'd open it.
I don't know how we get it. Where did she get it from?
She tell us? Let's see.
Maybe we don't. Maybe I mean, we could just make it
Okay,
ourselves.
install. Okay, this is it.
Just
know.
click the video.
Oh, right here. Nope.
What?
What the fuck?
What the-
No,
got it. Just burnt in my mouth. Where did this horn get that shit? Maybe it's specifically like she made it or some shit for her. Just continue the video. We need to watch it all.
Maybe a new file? No.
For example, 4*4. This is how we
4
do
times 4.
multiplication in Python. When we hit
so-
enter, we get 16. Now let's go ahead and exit this, the same way we would our normal terminal from the command line. We're going to
Exit.
type exit,
Parentheses.
and we're no longer inside of our Python prompt. And to leave this entire area, we can just click the close button that's in the right corner.
Oh my god.
Great.
Oh my god.
And that's it. We've seen a few different ways that we can run our Python programs inside of VS Code. And it's nice that we have such helpful features like the line numbers or the syntax highlighting. I encourage you to explore running some simple commands on your own so that you can get the hang of it.
Bitch.
You could have all of the ingredients to bake a cake, but if you don't have a recipe, then there's no cake.
Nigga,
It's the same way with statements.
Okay, I'm actually really mad right now.
Statements are
How do you open that? How do you open this?
Maybe we just don't need.
Let's
we
take a
just
look at
need
if
to
we click on Open
believe.
Camera folder, and then we're going to choose exercise.
Okay, it says open folder. I see it. Open folder. And then we're gonna click. It doesn't say anything. Visual maybe? That's not this one. This one. It doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck she got that shit from, but
Files. Now, the first thing you'll notice over
Alright,
here,
it's just
let's
pissing
go
me
ahead and open up one
just
of
skip
the
it. Go to the next one.
You could have all
Skip
of
some.
the ingredients to bake a cake, but if you don't have a recipe, then there's no cake. It's the same way with statements. Statements are the building blocks of any program and are the individual actions that you want your program to take. Without statements, there's no program. Each statement can be made up of keywords, expressions, and operators. We'll talk more about keywords later. For now, we'll focus on expressions and operators. Operators are symbols that tell the computer to perform an action with some input. And the good news is, you're already familiar with many of the operators that are used in programming from your primary school education. In this table, you can see a partial listing of some operators that should be familiar to you. The plus symbol used for addition, minus for subtraction, an asterisk or star to represent multiplication, and finally a / for division. These are known as arithmetic operators, as they take numbers for their input and perform an arithmetic operation. Flashback to primary school. When we have 3 plus 2, the plus sign is the operator, and 3 and 2 are the input, also known as operands. In programming, the combination of operators and operands that break down to a single value are called expressions. Let's look at a few examples. If we take the following, 10 plus 2, what does that equal? 12, correct. 10 plus 2 is our expression, and the 12 is what our expression evaluated to or equaled. Let's try another one. 10 divided by 2 plus 3. What does this expression evaluate to?
8.
Yes, it's 8. Now let's look at another expression where the answer may
easy.
surprise you. 2
Oh my god.
plus 3 times 6.
10.
What do you think this expression evaluates to?
What the fuck did I say 10? I meant 20. What the fuck did I
Now,
say
if you
10?
thought 30,
Very
that's
funny.
understandable. But in
I was like, wait,
programming,
what?
the default order of operations
What
is
the
the
fuck did
same
I
as
say
in
10? I knew it was
mathematics.
20.
The plus
Mentally,
or
I said 20.
addition
10
operator
came out
in
of
our
my mouth.
example is evaluated after the asterisk or multiplication operator. That's why we get 20 instead of 30.
How the
If you're
fuck
from the
you-
United
oh, I
States
see.
like me, you may have been taught the phrase, "Please excuse my dear Aunt
My dear-
Sally,"
Oh, I know, that's
as a
already.
way of remembering the order of
PEMDAS.
operations, or
Please.
PEMDAS. That stands for
Please
P,
excuse
parentheses first,
my.
E, exponents,
I don't know the rest.
MD, multiplication and division, from
Please
left to
excuse
right,
my
and
dear
Oh, my
finally
dear
AS, addition
Aunt
and subtraction,
Sally.
left to right. It's important to keep the order of operations in mind, as your program could behave unexpectedly
limit.
based on how an expression is evaluated. If we
Jeez,
go back to our
relax.
last expression, it evaluated to 20 because of the order of operations. But what if we, as the
Holy
programmer,
shit,
wanted
so
it to
many
process the addition first? In that case, we
Yeah,
would add in the
this is
parentheses
the only
around
hour
our
one,
addition
right? This is
operation,
hour?
Yeah,
and
we're
then
gonna
we
do
would
one
get
a
the
day.
result
Don't
that
worry.
we
We
wanted,
chill out.
30.
One day.
Computer programs are made up of statements. Statements that can perform a mathematical calculation, display something to the screen, or even make a choice between two code paths. As we continue to explore the fundamentals of programming, you'll see just how powerful this concept really
Her
is.
eyes got big so fast, bro. It's crazy.
One of my favorite quotes about programming is from Alan Perlis, who said, "There are 2 ways to write error-free programs. Only the third one works." This play on words is meant to highlight the fact that programs
Bugs.
tend to have bugs, and you're not doomed as a programmer if you run into issues when writing and running your code. But when you're first getting started, what can you do to figure out why your code is acting up? Well, first, you
Suck a
need
dick
to
for furry.
understand what type of bug or error you're dealing with. Errors tend to fall into 3 categories. Syntax. You somehow broke the rules of the language. Runtime.
Who made
The computer
rules,
was
though?
unable to execute a portion of your code.
Jesus.
And finally, semantic. The output of the program is not what you expected. Let's look at an example of each type of error. We'll go to the command line and start our Python shell.
Okay, where the fuck did she get? What? Dude, like, what is
that
this?
was when she went to like our notepad.
Oh, the notepad?
Yeah, that's her notepad. But she just like took out all the
Oh,
stuff.
wait a minute. Hold up. I think I know
We
what
don't
this
need
is.
that, though.
No, I know what this is. Hold up.
You search up notepad on your
Hold
thing.
up.
Search up
Dollar,
notepad.
dollar sign. Where is it? to
Nigga, just search up Notepad.
Python 3.
Search up Notepad.
This is not Notepad.
Shit is Notepad.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
How you know?
Good. She showed us a whole video on.
Example of to execute of error.
It was
We'll go
either
to the
Notepad or
command
some
line
other
and
bullshit.
start our Python
But it was
shell.
on Windows. You just gotta go to the search anything bar. See, Notepad. She opened it up
We'll start out by typing
and then she deleted
print,
like all the stuff. Actually,
and
she
then
didn't need to delete
hello
it.
world.
Look, just search on Notepad. You
And
get the same.
Oh,
finally,
I think it's
enter.
the Python thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
we
see?
didn't.
No.
It is. It says syntax error. It's this
Just
one.
search up.
Well, hold up. Where is it? Python? I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Search up Notepad. Same form.
It's literally the same thing, bro. Like, what are you talking about? What are you speaking?
Get our familiar hello world
It
like
looks
we
like the
expected.
Notepad.
This is because the quotes were missing. The Python interpreter didn't understand what we
That's not the
wanted it to
Notepad.
do.
Yeah,
Shut the
see,
fuck up.
it's,
When you come
it's the
across
Black
these
bitch.
types of errors, it's
Yeah,
best
see?
to slowly review each line of code
But
to
that
see where
did
you
look
have
like the
missed
fucking.
providing a
How the
set
fuck
of
did she get
quotes,
there then?
parentheses, or a colon.
the Python
The
thingy.
next type of error is a runtime error.
Did you
happens-
download it? It's called
I did,
Python.
I did.
Okay,
I
then.
did.
Okay then.
When your
Look,
program
and now I
and
need to
finally-
print hello world. I already did this before.
interpreter being a set, let you divided by 0.
Okay, we just
by
seen this
0
video.
was attempted.
Okay.
From mathematics, we know that division by 0 is undefined.
Obviously.
The Python interpreter has no idea what to do with that expression, so it just fails. When you come across runtime errors that you don't understand, the best thing to do is look it up. My preferred website for doing so is
Oh my god, skip this.
stackoverflow.com.
Back over.
You can copy and paste the error
mentally
message
save that.
and then look for similar questions to what you're experiencing. When you click on the question, you'll often find a suitable answer. It's not what you expected. Let's take a look at an example.
Okay, syntax error.
We're going to print out
Hello, Alice.
We'll start by creating a variable called name, and we'll set it equal to Alice,
Alice.
and hit enter. Next, we're going to use our print statement, and we're going to include hello, and then name.
Wait, your
And
Python
enter.
thing is white?
No, ours is black. That's
Okay.
she's using a Mac, which makes it harder for us to enter.
To understand.
Oh no, look what happened.
Oh
We have hello name instead of hello Alice. That's because we didn't use the proper variation of the print method.
Obviously,
You have to
like
put
hello
it on
Alice. You have to put the name. Bro, come on.
Python didn't understand
What a
that we
whore.
wanted it to use the name variable.
Okay, then what do you do?
Semantic errors are the most challenging to troubleshoot. It's best to make tiny
The way she speaks, it sounds like we're smarter than. What?
We're smaller than her.
Exactly.
changes.
Like
and
we're
then
like
run the
3-year-olds trying to
code. That
figure
makes
out
it
what she's
easier
trying
to
to
figure
say.
out where you introduce the error. Also, I find going for a short walk helps me to clear my head and come back to the problem with fresh
Oh,
ideas.
fuck up. We ain't trying to go
Ultimately,
exercise.
you need to
nigga.
have a good sense of humor. Sometimes these issues pop up from the
fucking God.
smallest of mistakes. Just laugh
Okay.
it off and keep moving.
Yeah, she's just talking about
Thank
random
you.
shit. You have Python 3 installed. Yes. How will you run the Python code and process py and the command prompt?
Python 3. Holy.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Wrong, nigga. This command will not run. Python x process.py. Fuck.
You got it wrong.
Okay, we got this. We got this.
Dude, we're so oh.
It must be. It must be the.
Okay, yeah, okay. We need to reset the whole test again. By the way, yo, we
No, we
can't.
don't.
To get Python code suggestions, you need to tell VS Code which Python interpreters to use. You need to tell VS Code which. Is that
VS
false?
Code. I think it's true. I don't fucking.
To get Python code suggestions, you need to tell VS Code which Python interpreter. Does that
I
even make
guess
sense? To
true.
get Python code. You need to tell the VS Code which Python interpreter.
Who the fuck is VS Code?
I feel like that
bro?
doesn't make sense. You need to tell VS Code which Python interpreter to use. I feel like this
VS Code, Vision. Isn't that the Vision thing? The
yes, yes, Visual Studio
Visual
Code.
Studio. Okay, which
Yes.
Python interpreted to you? So yes, yeah.
Which statement
statement
is
is
true
true?
regarding Python support Visual Studio?
VS Code support for Python is planned. VS Code comes fully ready to support. I think yeah, the last one. I think so.
Yeah, me too.
What is it?
2 times
Oh, fuck up.
6.
What is
6 plus 10. 16.
6? Maybe it was 26.
Which expression evaluates to 20?
Stop. The last one. Oh, the second one.
What? 5 plus.
Oh my god, yo! I was looking at the other one.
No, wait. 5 plus. What? The hat.
It's the last one. It's the last one. It's the last. Wait!
Yeah, you're right.
Shit, what the fuck did we just-
What is an example of a syntax
first-
error? Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the first one's the only weird one. It's
Wait.
just so slow. You're looking kind of. Wait! The 4 divided by. Never mind.
Which of these is not a reason why we chose Python as a language of the course for the course? Which of these is not a reason?
Oh, it's highly relevant. I don't fucking know. Highly performant.
Yeah, sort
Why?
of. What do you mean why? You know what's high performant, right? You want better FPS? Well, try to learn this, motherfucker. Yeah, that's.
Which concern could be considered as a disadvantage during certain circumstances?
Which concerns could be considered a disadvantage of Python under certain circumstances?
I guess. No, it could build websites. It's a general purpose language. I think Python was meant to be built for that. I don't think it's that. I think it might be either it's not it has a complex.
Then it has to be this one. No,
Oh my god.
it's not very popular.
It's not.
Oh. Why does VS Code need a Python interpreter to be specified?
Why does VS Code need a Python interpreter to be specified? So load a Python file to install extensions to add Windows Explorer actions that provide code suggestions. I think it's to provide code.
Yeah.
When working with the terminal inside of VS Code, how can you expand the pane?
Click the
Plus, she did not teach us this. She did not teach us this at all. When working with the terminal inside of VS Code, how can you expand
See
the
now,
pane?
I'm about to cheat real quick, so give me a
Exactly.
second.
It's not the trash can. Maybe the plus button. I think it could be the plus button.
I don't know. I see plus
Hey.
button. Oh shit.
Fuck,
I-
okay, that must be the last one.
Oh no, the last one. Fuck. Okay, 5 plus 2 plus 1. So
11.
5 plus 2.
Wait. They're not trying to.
What? It's 5
Are they
plus
trying to make us solve it in the Python terminal? What is printed when? Oh no, actually they are trying to make us solve it. Okay. Never mind.
What is this expression of
It's 13.
talent? 25. 25. How? How is it 13?
Dang, my dude.
What did you get? How? No. Just explain. Okay. No, it's PEMDAS. PEMDAS.
Yeah, multiplication first.
No.
then addition.
Plus. Oh wait, addition. Yeah.
13. 13.
I forgot about PEMDAS. So goddamn. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
The code below, which is supposed to be print of the value of variable x, is not the okay.
Which
Okay.
category does the error fall under?
Syntax.
Nigga.
What the fuck?
Semtech, yes. Whatever the fuck that word is. I knew it too! Which statement is true regarding to Python on Mac? Dude, I don't want to learn anything about a Mac. I'm sorry, bro. Like, oh my god, I got a fucking computer. So
It's shit. It's like just chilling there. I mean,
I think it's already installed, isn't it? A Mac comes with a version
Which
of Python, which is
true
already installed. Yeah, which is an example of a runtime.
Name
And a
that
runtime error. This one. What?
nigga. Calm the fuck
Wait,
down, nigga.
it's me. Wait,
God.
hell,
No. I think. Wait. Check out the print. That one. No. Oh.
Wait.
Fuck, she typed it before. Remember she did. She did. It's me, Sally. I think. I think. Oh, fuck. Wait. I think it's the last one. The last one. I think it's the last one. I think it's the last one.
I think it's this. Yeah, it's this one. No, it's this one.
No,
Remember?
we're trying to get an error. We're trying to get an error runtime. It's the last one. We're trying to error it.
I know it. Oh my god. We literally just did this one. We did like.
Crazy. Just typing what is 2 plus 2 in the Python prompt causes a syntax error.
Typing what is
Isn't it-
Pluto is into cause
Remember it came out, it was like wrong because we're putting English, the plus.
as a syntax error.
Okay, which map application allows you to run? Nigga, we don't fucking know. You know why? Because we're not fucking using Macs.
Operating system. First terminal. Oh. Oh yeah, no. It's true. We saw her doing it. Remember the terminal thingy?
Writing
Ah.
code.
No! Oh, read some quiz. Okay, read some quiz. Which command will start the Python prompts on your computer?
Python? Fuck? Oh, fucking. She did not teach us. This.
Yeah.
Nigga, start Python.
Then Python 3. There you go.
This. Which command exists from the Python command line prompt? Which command exists?
From the-
Exit. The third one. That exists.
Yay. 5 times 2 equals 10. 13, right?
No, third.
What is up? 10. I like how we had that question already.
Writing code
Ah,
typically
nigga, we gotta
involves
redo
the
that shit. Go
handling
back
of
up.
information.
Oh,
We
yeah.
finally got-
Wait, was it this one?
Yes.
You sure?
Wait, 17 questions? What the fuck?
17 questions.
My nigga, what the fuck? Start that bitch up. Start it up. Yeah, that was 3. Okay, start it up.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Wait.
It's hot.
Have you ever received a note from someone that read,
We were not that ahead. Oh, it must have changed because we already answered it, and now we're going back. So it must be like a little bit.
What is this one?
Wait, so we're now to 3? I thought we were
No.
on 3.
Okay, let's do this quick math.
Oh my god, I fucking forgot already. Yeah, fucking 3 and so. Oh. But oh yeah,
To
isn't it true?
yeah, I remember.
Next question.
Which statement is true regarding
Python support VS. Only specific. You need to install the extension. This is the 16, I think. Wait, what the fuck was this one? 6? Yeah, it was a 16. It's a 16.
Yes. Sorry, my friend. Which evaluates?
It's the last one. The last one was some bullshit.
What's an example of the error?
Wait, hold up. It was the top. 2 times, 4 times.
Which
6.
of these is not? Oh yeah, I remember this one.
So
Complex.
we're gonna do disadvantage. What was it?
It has to be one of these.
No, last one. It's the last one.
Okay,
I remember
okay.
that bullshit.
Why
Fuck
does
that.
VS Code need a
Python.
Python?
Suggestions. So, I think. Yeah.
When working-
with what's that? The plus arrow up. Yeah, that's what I said. 11. It comes out 11. It comes out 13. Cinematic, yeah, whatever that bullshit.
I don't know this one. Oh wait,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
because it's already provided. It's already installed.
yeah.
Okay, it's
Bro,
it's me.
Yeah. Typing
Syntax
to syntax area.
uh,
Syntax.
terminal.
Terminal. Yep.
Python 3.
Yep.
Exit
Yep.
13.
Third.
Let's go!
Oh.
Let's go!
Writing code typically
G,
involves the
G.
handling of information.
What the fuck were we on?
If we're making a game, we need to store the user's score.
What is
If
this?
we're creating a banking
That's making a
application,
game.
we'll need to have
Again,
their
I
current
never seen that
balance, and so forth. We've already seen a few variables in the course so far, but now we're going to go into more detail about what they are and how they work. A variable is simply a container for a value.
What does that mean?
When we run our programs, the computer gives us space in its memory where we can put data that we want to use as a reference for later. This data is called a variable. Much like how we label jars in our kitchen so we know where to go for our favorite cookies.
Nigga,
We declare
I've never
variables
seen
in
that.
Python by giving them a name and then setting their value. This is called assigning the value. And this assignment is done with the assignment operator, which is the equal sign. As we see here, age is the name of our variable.
36.
And because of the
Age
equal
is
sign,
just
we are assigning it the value of 36. That means that somewhere in the computer's memory, it's made space for our variable and stored our value in it. Later, when we ask the computer to print what's inside the age variable, it prints out 36, the value that we assigned previously. Although we're using an equal sign, try not to think of it the same way you did in high school algebra. In programming, the equal sign means I want to take the value on the right and store it in the variable on the left. It
it's
doesn't mean the
print-
two sides are equal. That's important to keep in mind. Okay, let's look at another example. This time we've created a variable named email address, and we've assigned it to the following value, john.doe@example.com. If we run this program, we can see that the values of our variables are printed out. Now, even though we've created both of these variables by giving them a name, there's something different about the value that we assigned them. Can you spot the difference? Yes, it's that with the first value, we are only using numbers. And for the second value, we have double quotes with letters and symbols inside. This is because we want the variables to represent different data types. A data type allows us to put our variable in a particular category so that the computer knows how much space to give us in its memory. And it generally knows how we plan to use our variable later on in the program. In this example, the 36 is an integer, like what we're already familiar with from math class. In case you've forgotten, an integer is a whole number, no decimal places. And the letters and symbols inside of the double quotes is called a string because it's made up of a string of characters. In fact, you can check the type of any value or variable in Python by using the type function. Let's
How
take
long
a
has
look.
this bitch been standing
We'll
up
print
for?
out the type of the age
Her legs
and
must
then
be
the
destroyed.
email address variables. And look, the age is an int or short for integer. And the email address is str, short for string. There are many other types of values available in Python as well. We'll get a chance to explore more of them soon. Depending on the programming language that you're working with, variables can behave in different ways. Some languages require that you define your variables and their types before you can use them, like Java, C#, and C++. For example, if we want to store the name of a cookie in Java, we would have to first declare that it's going to be of type string, and then give our variable a name, cookie. When we run this code, we get sugar as our output. Since we've defined our variable as type string, we can't then later decide to set this variable to a different type, let's say an integer. When we compile our program, we'll receive an error because Java is a strict programming language. It doesn't allow you to reassign data types in this way. But if we were to compare this to a more relaxed language like Python, we don't need to declare a variable's type before using it. Here, we declare the variable and use it at the same time. Notice how we only provide the name, not the type. But when we run this code, the Python interpreter was able to figure out the
Cookies,
type
sugar.
based on the value that we provided.
Predicted
What's
sugar.
more, if we wanted to provide a value of a different type, Python has no issues with that either. It just figures it out and keeps on moving.
Ooh.
There are pros and cons to both styles. The more relaxed languages tend to be more flexible and result in less code. Whereas with more strict languages, you have fewer surprises when the code is actually run. If you created an account balance variable as an integer, you don't have to worry about it later being set to fill, for example. Like all things in programming, there are a few rules that we have to follow when working with variables in Python. First, variable names should contain only letters, numbers, and underscores. And even though numbers are allowed, the name shouldn't start with a number.
You know, I realized
Three
we
blind-
started this shit at around 4 something. It's 6.
6.
This shit's only an hour long.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh. It's not an hour long.
It's not.
No.
How long is it then?
I'll show you later, you know what I'm saying?
On mice would not be a valid.
Wait, when are you gonna ask your... Oh, wait, when it's Friday?
No. Fuck that. I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to ask that all the way over there. You know, distance and time. Fuck that shit.
Huh?
Distance and time.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Nigga, I don't want to fucking wait. I want to ask them now.
Okay, just let... You want me to buy it? Oh, wait. No, you can't ask them now.
Why not?
Because you have to buy the Blizzard. Oh, no. I think it's gonna cost $65. Plus tax, remember?
I just ask them, give me $1 more.
No, the tax is not $1 no more.
When
Honestly,
I bought COD, it was like 60 something, 61, 62.
it was $65 when I bought COD.
Wasn't for
Name,
me.
for instance. Second, spaces are not allowed in the name. Account space balance would be invalid, but account underscore balance would be just fine. Third, it's important to know that names are case sensitive. Capital C cookies is not the same as lowercase c cookies.
They are the same.
Python
exact
considers
shit.
them to be two different locations in memory. And finally, variables cannot be keywords. These are reserved words that mean something special to the Python interpreter, like and, break, or try. We'll learn more about keywords shortly. However, if you're ever curious about the complete listing of keywords in the Python language, you can run the following code snippet to get a listing of all of the keywords. In general, you want to use short, descriptive names that make your code easy to understand. Naming things takes practice. In fact, it's often cited as one of the hardest problems in computer science. Keep that in mind and be patient with yourself as you get used to working with variables. Programming is all about numbers. And before you start to have flashbacks to high school algebra, I'm not talking about complex mathematical calculations. We use numbers to store a person's high score in a game, to represent the current amount of money in someone's bank account, or even the number of likes on a picture. Python treats numbers in a few different ways depending on how they're being used.
Nice, cool.
And the difference is largely based on whether it's a whole or a fractional one. Let's look at a few examples. We can use the command line for this as we just want to do some basic math. So let's go to the command line and start our Python prompt.
Command line, let's go.
Look,
Oh my god. Come on, bro. I'm so annoying.
fuck is this?
Python
Oh my
freak.
gosh, you want that?
It's Python.
It's the Mac. The Mac.
No. No. It's thing. We can do
I
it.
have Python open. I have
Python.
it open.
Okay.
I have it open.
Okay, me too. Hold up. How do I? It's not working. Oh, it's right here in the bottom. These nuts. It was in the bottom the whole time. Let's see. Python 3. I think it's already added. Like, bro, like, what the fuck, bro? $3 Python 2.
Start it. Set the
We'll
video.
start out easy. 2 plus 3.
Two.
I'm a
That gives us back 5.
plus
No surprises there.
2 plus.
Let's try another one.
3.
2 asterisks and then
Oh.
3. So
Two
when we enter, we get
asterisk.
6.
3.
An asterisk or
Yep, I got
star
6.
is used for multiplication in Python. Let's go to another one. We'll use the 2,
2.
a
Two.
double asterisk,
What the fuck?
and
It
then
won't work.
A
I'm pretty
double.
sure.
This
What?
is used for
What
exponents.
the hell?
It's exactly the same as 2 times 2 times 2.
Oh.
Let's try another one.
Wait, so we can't use the
3.
upper arrow?
With a forward slash and then 2.
3. Forward
This
slash.
is how we do division inside of Python.
Forward slash 2.
Now, what if we didn't want to have a
1.5.
remainder as a result of our division? Then we could take advantage of a separate operator called the floor division operator. Let's see that one now. We'll use a 3 with a space and 2
So,
forward
3 with the
slashes
space.
and then our 2. This time we only get 1 as a result.
Oh.
And the converse is also available to you. If you only
So let me
wanted
do
the
4
remainder, we
slash
could use
slash
the modulo operator.
5.
For that one, we're going to do
0.
5, the percent sign, and then the number 3.
3.
This is going to give
I
us
did
2
5.
because
percent
3
sign,
only goes into 5 one time and has a remainder of 2. And finally, what if we have a really large whole number?
Really?
Like 45,000.
Really didn't
How
ask.
does Python handle that? Let's take a look.
45.
We'll type 45,000 and then we're going to divide it by
45,000.
5.
Divided by 5.
Not
45,
what we were expecting.
comma 0.
That's because the use of
Wait,
the comma
what?
really confused the
Wait, hold up.
Big
1,000,
number
and
by
then we're going to divide it by 5. Not what we were expecting. That's because the use of the comma really confused the Python.
I honestly, yo, I'm gonna be serious
So
with you. I never put a comma. I'd be like, that's it. I'm not even gonna put anything else.
No matter how large the number is, we use no commas when we're working with Python.
Bitch, I knew this, but let's go.
So let's try that again. This time
my
we're going
God,
to
not
remove the use
1,000.
of the comma.
I got that already. I already
Here's
got
what you'll
that.
work with.
Okay, let's go.
nigga, cause
So
you don't
far,
know
we've
proper
only been using
Let's
whole
see,
numbers
Michael,
or
let's see, pull
integers
out
to do
again.
our calculations. But in the real world, fractional numbers are a daily part of our lives.
No,
For instance, if you make $24.75 per hour,
that's
would you
false.
be okay if we just dropped the 75 cents?
No,
and
because I
only
want
paid you
the
$24?
$25.
Of course not. That extra 75 cents has value to you. In some programming languages like JavaScript, there's only one type for all variations of numeric values. There's no distinction between numbers with and without decimal places. Whereas in most programming languages, numbers with decimal places are considered special, and they're typically
Special ed.
called floats. A float is any number with a decimal point. It's short for a floating point number. It's used for when more precision is required,
Very interesting.
like in
very
the case of our
interesting.
hourly rate. Let's look at how Python works with floats.
Intellectual.
Yes, ma'am.
First, we're going to try 0.2
0.2
plus
plus
0.3.
0.
I wanna get wrong because of the little dot.
0. I think yeah. Let's just. I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna skip that 0.
No, it works.
It actually works.
Yeah, why? Why does it work though? How come it can't take the little comma?
Because the comma is retarded.
Oh no, it's for like
When we hit enter, we get
x,
0.5.
y,
We
z.
use
You
two
know, x, y,
floats,
z.
and we get back a float in our answer.
X axis, y
Let's
axis,
try another
z
one.
axis.
0.2 divided by 0.3.
Whatever.
Whoa,
Oh my God.
it's a
6, 6,
huge
6,
number.
6, 6, 6, 6,
That's
6,
because
6.
Python tries to be
So
as
do you need
precise
to
as
do
possible.
the other
You may
the other
notice
one?
lots of extra decimal places when working with floats. Just ignore them for now. Later, we'll learn how to tweak it to our own liking.
Nice cock.
Let's talk about strings.
Strings.
In programming, whenever we have to deal with text, be an email address, someone's name,
I don't like when people
numbers,
explain stuff.
symbols, and even spaces,
Just go
they're
straight to it.
typically represented by beginning and ending quotes.
Oh my God.
Strings can be passed out like, hi there,
Okay, I need to go back now.
can be stored in variables. For example, we can use the print function in Python to display a message on the screen, like, hi there. Notice that we have the opening and closing double quotes. These let Python know it should print out the characters in between the quotes, just as we've typed them. We could also define a variable which contains
Is
the
that your
same
brother?
string,
That's
and
my.
we'd get the same result.
You said my brother?
I think so. It sounds
No,
like
that's a whole man, boy. That's Haley.
it. Really?
Yeah.
I heard why.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
That's Haley. That sounds like your brother.
In fact, with Python, we could use single quotes to create a string as well. But you might be wondering, why would I want to use the double quotes version over the single quotes version of strings?
she wants to
Well, it depends on the contents of your string. Let's see what happens when we print out the following string that's wrapped in double quotes.
Nice.
She said, double
She
quote,
said,
unbelievable, double quote, to him. We receive a syntax error because we've confused Python with our nested double quotes. Instead, we will want to use single quotes to open and close our string. This way, Python knows just what we mean. And the inverse is also true. If we want to use single quotes or an apostrophe inside of our string, like, let's get started, then we would use double quotes at the beginning and end. But keep in mind, you don't want to mix single and double quotes together.
Why?
Something like this print statement, where we have an opening double quote and a closing single quote, will also lead to a syntax error. When you're first starting out with programming, I recommend using the double quotes version of strings as your go-to. For this course, I'll be using double quotes for strings, as it's the most common version that you'll see across languages. Now that you've got a handle on strings, let's put them to work in our programs. Python doesn't care about extra empty lines in your programs, just like most languages. In fact, it's common for developers to add extra empty lines, also known as white space, to their code in order to make it easier to read.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. Holy
Oh, we're so close. We're so close.
Things are really squished together, and we even have a new function thrown in. You might find it especially challenging to figure out what this code is going to do, and that's totally understandable. Let's add a few blank lines so that it can be easier to read. We'll put a little bit of space here, some here after line number 5. Much easier to read. Although in movies, programmers are often depicted as just endlessly typing on the keyboard, we actually spend much more time reading and understanding code than we do writing it. It's important that we structure our code to make that as painless as possible. That's why we add white space. Let's go ahead and add some more white space between the different elements of our statements. So right here on line number 2, we're going to add some white space after name and right after this equal sign. We'll do the same thing again here on line number 5. Just adding more white space. It makes it easier to read.
White space.
If we save this file and run the code, let's see what it does. Remember, you can right-click anywhere in the file and choose Run Python File in Terminal. It says, hi, what's your name?
Nice cock.
Let's give it a name.
Wait, is she doing this? Where's she doing this on?
Python.
Bro, it's pissing me off. She
She's
keeps.
not Python. She right clicked. What the fuck?
No,
right click does not.
it's pissing me off because it kind of confuses me if she's doing it either on Windows or thing. I know it's the same, but like this is different. Whatever.
There's no right click on Python, bro.
Bro, this is not Python now. This is not Python now. This is the exercise file.
Oh my god.
Use
She has
run
some
Python
bullshit.
file in terminal. This is hi. What's your
¿Cómo te
name?
llamas?
Let's give it a name.
Jill.
And then when we hit enter, it says,
nice to
it's
meet
nice
you,
to meet you,
Jill.
Jill. Are you enjoying the course?
Fuck.
If we type yes, then it says, that's good to hear. Hopefully you were able to pick up on what the input function does. It takes some input from the user and then it stores it in a variable. Just like you see here on line number 2. We get some input and then we store it in the variable name. We do the same thing here on line number 5, where we ask the user if they were enjoying the course. Then we store it in our variable, answer. You'll be seeing it again and again, so now you know what it does. Now let's add a bit more space. This time we're going to add space here on line number 7 after our answer variable. And once again after this equal sign. Let's go ahead and save it and make sure we get the same output. So we'll save our file, right-click anywhere, and choose Run Python File in Terminal. Once again, we can enter a name, hit enter, and enter yes for if we're enjoying the course.
Nice.
Okay, great. So we get the same output. Python just ignores this extra white space. However, there are certain circumstances where white space really matters to Python, and that's when it relates to its special keywords. If you recall, there are over 30 keywords that mean something special to the Python interpreter. Let's take a look here on line number 7. If is one of those keywords. If we delete the space between if and the answer variable, let's click Save and run this code. So we'll right-click once again and choose Run Python File in Terminal.
Error.
Notice that
error.
we get a syntax error. That's because
Where are we?
Python expects us to have a space after the if keyword.
I am just confused where we're at. I'm sorry.
It's okay, nigga. Just continue.
Okay.
So let's go back
Let's
and add a
continue.
space once again after if. Don't worry if you don't understand all the ins and outs of the current code. Just keep in mind that most of the time, Python is very laid back about white space. In fact, you're encouraged to add it in wherever it helps to improve readability. But there are circumstances where Python takes white space very seriously, and your code will fail if you don't respect the rules. The good thing is that the more you practice, the more you follow the rules without even thinking.
Oh my
The
god.
smile was
Comments
so
are notes
brave.
to your future self
So
and
fucking-
others to describe what your code does. Right now, we have small programs. We can keep
Oh,
the
so
flow
it
of
goes to
it
the
all in our heads.
quiz.
But over time, as you continue to grow your programming skills, you'll be writing much longer programs. Some may even be thousands of lines of code spread
No,
over
nigga.
dozens of files.
Maybe,
It will be
nigga.
impossible to keep all of that in your head.
Yes,
By adding
nigga.
comments to your code, you can document the
nigga.
purpose of the different variables, functions, and classes. You can think of them as virtual sticky notes. Here we are with our program that asks the user for their name and
I
also
remember my
asks
teacher
if
was
they're
like,
enjoying the course.
you don't gotta do shit except type.
Comments are started with hash marks. Let's add our very first comment here on line number 1. We'll type the hash mark and then a space and type greet the user. Notice how the entire line is now colored green. This is how
Nigga,
the
it is
IDE
not colored
letting us
shit for
know
me. It's
that
white.
this line is a comment. We can go ahead and save
Bullshit.
it. Now, there's another way that you can include comments in your code. You can also add them to the same line as existing code. Let's come down here to line number 4, and right after we have our input function, we'll add a space and another hash mark, and we'll type ask the user their name. And just like that, we have another comment. So when Python sees this hash mark, it knows that it can ignore the rest of the line. Let's save this and see if it has any impact on our output. We'll right-click in the file and go to Run Python File in Terminal. Just like before, we get our greeting and it asks us, what's our name? After hitting enter, we're asked if we're enjoying the course. So let's type yes. and we get the same result that we had before. The comments do not impact the output of our code. Other than serving as reminders for us, we can also use comments to help temporarily ignore some code. Programmers use this technique all of the time. It's called commenting out code. Let's try it. Let's say we didn't want to ask the user how they feel about the course anymore. Instead of just deleting those lines of code, we can comment them out. Let's close the terminal and then come to line number 7, and at the very beginning, we'll put a hash mark and a space. Let's do the same thing for lines 9 through 12. Hash mark and a space. Once again on line number 11, and then finally on line number 12. Let's save our file and check the output. We can right-click and go to Run Python File in Terminal. So we get our greeting, and then it asks us for our name. Let's type Jill. And when we hit enter, that's it. It doesn't ask us how we feel about the course. That's pretty cool, right? Comments are a powerful tool for programmers. And as you've seen, we can use them to serve as reminders, provide explanations for other developers, and even help us with debugging code.
What the fuck is this?
It's a challenge.
Oh.
Alright folks, it's
Time for a
what
challenge.
output will be. This is going to help you think.
What the fuck?
Two times 2 times 3. You know what it is?
Oh, wait, fuck, wait, it's 8.
Okay.
Like a computer.
Challenge
If you
complete.
find yourself really struggling of
Bitch.
why the output is
No, nigga, I don't
what it
struggle,
is.
nigga.
That one's actually, it wasn't hard at all to understand.
I don't even think that was a challenge, nigga. I think we had to do something.
Do we have to
else.
watch this? What's the output? Because it just said right here.
And data types.
Nah, I
Let's
don't
put
think
your
so. I mean,
newfound powers
you could
to
just skip
use
it.
by
Can't you?
figuring out what the following lines of code will output. I really want you to try and figure out the output on a sheet of paper.
I
Go
really
line
don't
by
want to give a
line, just
fuck.
as if you were the Python
Alright.
interpreter. And
Sure.
write down
Next up, start it over, boy. What are the removal white spaces be problematic? 1. Would a removal of white space be
Removing
problematic?
an empty line, 2 lines of code, removing the space after the if. Yes. I think it's either the
The fuck does
second
yes
one,
mean? There's no yes.
removing the space around
Oh,
the
you're
if.
correct. Oh shit. Okay, let's go. With 2 minds becomes great responsibility. No,
Nigga, that was all me.
Although
my
Python
goodness.
ignores empty lines, one place where white space does make a difference is inside of.
Functions. Wait, what were strings? Strings. Fuck, she said it.
Oh shit.
Nigga! What were strings?
You can't. Yeah, you want to watch the video again?
Inside strings. Which expression evaluates the 2?
5. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Python treats all numbers the same regardless of new. Yes. Yes. Nigga, yes. It's true.
Nigga, I was thinking about this too. Which strings definition results in an error?
I think the comma, the little comma. Yeah, little comma. There's a little comma.
Where is it? Oh, this one.
Fuck, there's a bunch of commas.
Wait, no.
Nigga, no. Wait.
Oh yeah. It has to be either this one. Oh no, this one.
No.
This one.
Wait.
There's like 3
Wait,
commas.
Didn't
That's
she say that you could?
There's,
Didn't she say that you could use it?
it's this one. It has to be this one. Okay.
Wait. Okay, so maybe it's a little.
No, because
shit,
it had the apostrophe like in as.
Why did I say comma?
I
I'm
don't
learning a lot. Nigga, no, I'm not. Which of these would not output? Message equals I'm learning a lot. Print. Now that equals it. Print. I'm learning a lot. It has a little thing. The little shit. Oh wait. I think it's the first one.
I'm learning a lot. Wow.
I think it could be.
I think it's this one. but you think it's the first one.
Well, nigga,
Oh shit! Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Which character starts a comment in Python? This one.
Shit,
What?
no, the second, the third one.
How? Ooh? It's a
But
dollar
what the-
sign. Whatever.
No, nigga.
What is the output of the following Python code?
My name Jeff.
Sarah.
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 Wait. Print first name. No, Jeff. Wait. No, Jeff. It's Jeff. My name Jeff. My name Jeff.
3 times 3
3
times.
to the second power is 9. And the 9 to the... Oh. I give up already, nigga. Number 2 to the third. Print number. Wait.
2 times.
3. Is it 3 to the second power? So it's 9 times 9. That's... Wait a minute. It's 9. 9. It's 9. It's 9.
I don't think so. Oh shit.
Nigga, fuck mine. I don't think so, nigga. It's Sarah.
Sarah.
Oh, it's Sarah and Jeff. Wait! Calm the fuck down.
Oh, it's Dev. It's out. Jeff! We just got the same question! Which variable name is valid? Which variable name is valid in Python?
Which variable?
Yeah.
Account underscore balance? What the fuck is this? Wait, what's 3 blind
3 blind mice?
blind knives? 3 blind knives.
Nope.
Oh my god,
One-
I that was a cash. Wait, underscore, I think underscore didn't. There's some shit.
You want to do this one?
Wait. No, come on.
Hurry! I think
English didn't.
English is not a thing in Python. Just remember that.
Yeah, English didn't do shit. so
Wait, it's the
3
letter
blind
3. That
mice.
wouldn't make sense because that has 3.
That's a number though.
It's a space.
Numbers are valid.
That's a fucking number.
Yeah, do the account balance.
Let's go.
Which data type in Python represents a number with a decimal point? Deck. These. Wait,
Deck?
what the fuck?
No,
No,
what do we
fraction.
need?
Fractions. Wait, which data type in Python represents a number with a decimal
Float.
point? What's float? What? Wait, what? Where did
We literally just learned that when you fucking retard.
I did not pay attention, I guess.
So you need to pay attention, sir.
How would you fix the following code in returning? The second one. Wait. Yeah, the second one. It's the second one. It's the second one, I think. No, it is the second one. Because the comma fucked it up.
I like how it literally gave us the fucking answer. Hell, man.
Just one little difference.
It's 12.
Print type variable. Oh, wait.
Okay, in code print, it would be.
Would it type 12 or would it type 12?
Nigga, what?
Print type the variable. Print type. Well, we have like 3 chances, so put 12 and then put the other 12.
Okay.
Nigga, wait. Oh shit, that's the other 12. Oh my god! wait.
We gotta restart this for a fact.
No, we got this.
Strings.
Oh
Okay.
my god, we got it.
You know what's crazy? I thought of that too. I was thinking about the strings. Cause look, we're working with
operator?
strings. No.
Have you ever received a
Oh my
note from
god, nigga.
Okay.
What operator do you use to assign a value of a variable?
Plus.
To assign.
What?
Nigga, calm the fuck down.
Okay. Assign.
It says assign right there. It says assign right there in the third one.
Yes.
The third one, my nigga. How the fuck do you put?
Nigga, dude, are you retarded? I was literally. Oh my god. Dude, we need to reset this. We look so stupid right now. What is the type of value of 12? Oh, wait, this is strings.
Wait, what?
What? Okay.
Wait, what?
I don't know what the fuck bool was. Bool. Which variable name is valid in Python?
First underscore rule speed underscore limit. It can't be English, so no, it can't be max distance.
No, it
It's
cannot
either
be first row.
first-
It cannot be first row. Nope. No.
Because of the number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so speed limit.
Gotta restart this bitch. No, nigga.
Okay, we gotta take it slow. When a removal of a white space is problematic, when?
Wait, we just did this?
It was the second one. It's the second one. The second one.
Okay.
Although Python ignores empty lines, one white space makes a difference in strings. Strings, it's strings, it's strings, it's strings, it's strings. Which expression evaluates to 2? Yes, queen. Python treats
Oh,
all numbers the
false,
same.
false.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking put true, you retard.
Whose string definition results in an error? Whose string? It was the third one. The third.
I'm learning a
I'm
lot.
learning a lot.
Whoa!
I think it was the
Third one?
No. I think it was the first.
Oh, the output. I'm learning a lot. Oh, which of these will not output? Oh shit. Which one is it? I think it's the third one.
Wait. Message equals I'm learning a lot. Print message now. Print I'm learning a lot. I think it's the first one. Shit.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Which character first
Hashtag.
comment? Yeah, hashtag. Nigga, that was the fucking
Jeff.
niece, huh? My name Jeff. Oh.
9.
Fine.
Jeff.
Jeff. My name Jeff.
Account balance.
Yeah.
Yes. Which of the
Wait, hold
data?
up. Slow down.
Which?
It was
presents-
float.
Float. Yeah.
What is float?
We just learned it.
It's the second one. What does float mean though? It's the second one.
Mm.
Variable
What?
float.
Oh, 12.
It's string? Wait. Yeah. What operator do you use to assign the variable? No, yeah.
Nixon. Nope. Enter. Oh shit. Speed limit. Speed limit. Yes.
Speed.
Yes. Go.
Have you ever
The
received
last section.
No, it's not. It's not. Anyway, it's not.
a
What?
note
It's
from
not?
someone?
Yeah, look. Damn.
How? I felt like we were in the last. Fuck.
Response
let's
to
go.
a question.
Oh shit.
I guess.
Have you ever received a note from someone that read, "Would you like to go out?" And the
Fuck no.
options were yes, no, or maybe. As humans, maybe is often a valid response to a question. It's not
Usually
quite
yes.
yes, but not exactly no. However,
Damn, boy, that shit is zooming.
computers are
The
different.
motorcycle.
Things are
Yeah.
absolute. There's only yes or
I
no,
was like 2 blocks away
True
from the
or
fucking
false?
the little
one
roll,
or
whatever.
zero.
That shit is so
Any
loud. I don't
expression
understand.
that breaks down to either
The
true or
niggas go
false
new.
is called a conditional or Boolean expression.
Boolean.
For example, does the number 4 equal 2 times 2?
Yes.
Is the number 4? Yes.
Yes.
Nigga, pause this. What
That
the
would
fuck?
Because I wasn't
Nigga.
looking.
But is it greater than 5? No.
False.
Then it would be false. And finally, here's an example that doesn't
My name
involve
equal
numbers.
to Frank.
Is my name
equal-
Frank?
Greater than false.
Nope. It's
Nope.
Denise. This would evaluate to false as well. These are Boolean expressions. But as we've learned, computers don't speak our language. We can't just ask it questions directly the way we have it here. And that's where relational operators come into play. We've already worked with several operators.
Yes.
We've used arithmetic operators, like
Arithmetic.
the plus for addition, or the percent sign for modulo. We've also used the equal
5,
sign for assignments.
Then 2.
Relational
H
operators work with
36.
2 operands, and they return a value, true or false, based on their relation to each, thus the name. The first relational operator we'll look at is the equality operator.
Wow.
It's represented by a double equal sign, and it's used to evaluate the
Wait, what did
equality of
the
operands.
5 and then that weird symbol and then 3 equal to?
2.
Why? Wait.
It was a percent one, the percentage one.
Ah.
You're left with 2.
As an example, 4 double equals 2 times
Aren't you
2
in trig? You learned that shit.
would be true.
No,
the
you
left-
learned that in algebra.
What?
the percentage sign.
Left side of the operator equals the right side of the operator.
I forgot in
Here's another
this shit.
example.
I know, because you have trigger
We have
now,
a variable called name.
right?
I got
And we set
trigger
it to
geometry.
Oh. Oh, wait, that means you have chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
equal to the string Anise. Then we use the equality operator to compare it to the string Frank. The result will be false
Eat a
because
Frank.
these two strings are not the same. It's a common mistake to use only one equal sign when you mean to test for equality. So be on the lookout for that
Fuck
potential
equality.
bug if your program isn't
I'm
doing what you
a
expect.
racist.
Let's come over to our Python shell
Racist
and we'll do a
nigga.
rapid fire round of conditional checks. Let's start out easy. First, we're going to start our shell,
Yes.
and then we'll do 5 double equals
double
4
equals 4.
and enter.
That's false.
We
False.
got back
Because
false.
Obviously.
Because of course, 5 is not the same as 4. But what if we
Unless.
wanted to check the fact that they are not the same? Then we would use the not equal sign.
What is
That
that?
looks like this. 5 with an exclamation mark, no space, followed by an equal sign, and then we can use the number 4. When we hit enter, we get back true. Indeed, 5 is not the same thing as 4.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
Let's try another one.
I understand.
Let's check for 5 being greater than 4. For that one,
You
we're
use
going
the
to use the
crocodile
greater than
mouth.
sign that you already know from mathematics. So we'll put our 5, space, the greater than sign, and then the number 4. When we
True.
hit enter,
Very
of
true.
course, that's true. Now, if you forget which way to place the angle bracket, just
they're
remember the
retarded.
hungry alligator
You're fucking
opens his
retarded
mouth
if
to the
you
bigger number.
forget that shit.
Okay, let's look at
What
another
happened?
example. If we turn
Nothing.
the greater than sign the other way, then we're checking for 5 being less than
Then
4.
that's bullshit.
So let's do that now.
I
5
mean, that is true.
space less than
I mean,
sign
that's bullshit.
and
What
then
the
the
fuck
number
did
4.
I just say?
And of course, we get back false because
Because
5
5
is not less than 4.
less than 4.
Are you starting to get the
Smaller.
hang of relational operators now? I
Shut
hope
the
so.
fuck up.
I've been
Let's
known
do a
this.
few more. This time, we're going to create some variables. First, we're going to create a variable named age, and we'll set it equal to 15. Then we'll create another variable named age to drive, and we'll also
80.
set it equal to 15.
What?
Now let's do some
What do you? What part is confusing, sir?
Age to drive is 18, is it not?
comparisons with these two
She
variables.
didn't change anything.
First, we'll check if age
No, nigga, I'm
is
talking about real
equal
life.
to,
It's 18,
using the
nigga.
double
It's
equal
not
Oh,
15.
age to drive.
age to drive.
Yeah, because look, she put age equals 15, so she put age to drive 15.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I
And
understand
when
that.
we hit enter, we get back true.
Yes.
Here, the Python interpreter is
Yes.
comparing the values of the two variables. And yes, the value 15 is equal to the value 15. There are a few other relational operators available in Python as well. Here's a listing of them and how they're used. You can compare if two numbers are greater than or equal to, less than or equal to each other, and much more. I've created a worksheet in the exercise files that will help test your skills with Boolean expressions and relational operators. I really encourage you to spend the time going through each item. This will help you to master Boolean expressions.
Congrats.
In the real world, we make decisions based on
That's
current
real. She's
conditions
a cup,
all
a
of
mug,
the time.
and says
If it's
in.
raining, I'll take my
Why?
umbrella. If I'm sleepy, I'll grab a
What?
cup of coffee, and so forth.
Cup of tea.
The most common way for a computer to make decisions is by means of an if statement. We've seen an example of an if statement earlier in this course, but let's dive deeper to understand the ins and outs. An if statement has this general structure. It starts with the word if, that's where it gets its name from. Then it checks some condition. And if that condition is true, then it will do the work that you've placed inside of it. To visualize this, think of it as a flowchart with only one check. If it's true, then the program will proceed to execute the statements. If not, then it just ignores those statements as if they don't exist. Here's a simple
You said wait?
if
This
statement
is
in
wow.
Python.
Oh.
It starts with the word if. Then we have our
It's true.
condition or Boolean expression, 5 less than 6. Next, we have a colon. This is part of the syntax or rules of the Python if statement. And on the next line, we have an indented line of code. This contains a print statement that will run if our condition is true. The indentation in Python is very important because that's how the interpreter knows which statements belong to the if. In fact, we have a name for statements that are grouped together this way in programming. It's called a block. In this example, there's only one statement in our block, but we could easily extend it like this. And now we have 2 statements in our block. In Python, the block is ended as soon as we come to a line that's not indented anymore. This new print statement isn't indented. It's not part of the previous if statements block. Let's move over to VS Code to take a look at an example in the 0402 exercise file. This code should be familiar to you. This is our code that we used before that includes an if statement. Let's go ahead and run it and check out the output.
Run it, bitch.
So we'll come down to run Python file and terminal.
What's your
First,
name?
it asks, what's your name? Let's go with Frank.
You're a Frank.
And then, are you enjoying the course? We'll
No.
choose yes. And we get an output. That's good to hear. And then the final statement. But let's see what happens if we choose something other
Wait,
than
what
yes.
happened when she put the
We'll close-
hashtag in if answer in the print and name? Remember it turned green?
Oh, where? Right here.
It's our code that
Yeah.
we used before that includes an if statement. Let's
Good
go
to know
ahead
that
and
we
run
did
it
that.
and check out the output. In the course, we'll
Shit.
choose yes. And we get an output. That's good to hear. And then the final statement.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
Okay, so like this is her this is what she's working on, right? The file, and this is the process. She just and like what she said, it questioned her. Are you enjoying the course? She said yes. That's good to hear. It's basically a bot. She made a bot.
But let's see what happens if we choose something other than yes.
Say
We'll
no.
close this down and run this code again. Once again for
Yo.
what's your
they need to make if
She,
answer.
is that her breathing? Hold up.
name other than yes. We'll close this down and run this code again.
Wait, shh.
Once again,
I hear
for
breathing,
what's your
like-
name? I'll go with Frank.
You heard it too, right?
And then, are you enjoying the course? I'm going to type dance.
Bitch.
And as our output, we
I don't hear no
only
more.
get the final statement. Did you see what happened?
Yes, because
I only got the final statement because the line of code inside the if was ignored.
We're so
That
cool,
condition,
so cool.
answer equals yes, evaluated to false. The only thing our if knows how to handle is an answer of yes. And dance
It's not
certainly
yet.
doesn't equal yes. Recall what I mentioned earlier about the importance of proper indentation. Let's see what would happen if we failed to properly indent our code for the if statement. We'll
Syntax
change
error.
that here on line number 9. So first, let's close this down. Come on line number 9 right in front of our
She
print
just
statement, and we're going to delete it.
Oh my
Let's
god.
save
Mad
and run our
illegal.
file again. This time we get an error, an indentation error. That's because Python requires the indentation so that it knows what code belongs to the if. It's standard in Python to use 4 spaces for doing some indenting. If we come back
Oh,
here
that's why
to
you
our
press
code,
tab, I
we can
think.
close this down. We can use the tab button to add 4
Yeah,
spaces
tab.
to
I
our code.
remember that.
When we click tab, the IDE automatically converts this to spaces for us, which is pretty handy. If statements allow a program to take different paths while it's running. So far, we've just gone from top to bottom, processing every single line, only one path. But that's boring and it doesn't give us much opportunity to interact with the user. Now, we know how to switch things up based on some condition, and we can start to write much more interesting programs.
Much more.
With if statements, we've discovered a way to add a bit more flexibility and excitement to our programs. But so far, if the condition is false, then we just don't do anything. But typically, we'll want to take some action in this case as well. This is done with the if-else statement. It looks very similar to our normal if statement, except it has the else keyword along with a colon, followed by a code block. In programming,
Oh, that's
this
like
is
if
called
else.
the else clause, because you never find it without an accompanying if statement. Just like in English, if I said, every morning before I go to work, and that's it, that would be an incomplete thought. It's just a clause. I'd have to add something like, every morning before I go to work, I enjoy a cup of coffee. Now the thought is complete. Similarly, we don't use the else clause without an if statement. Let's look at an example. If 5 is greater than 6,
I'm screaming,
then
yo.
we're going to print
Sister.
5 is greater than 6. Weird. Otherwise, if it's not true that 5 is greater than 6, then we're going to print 5 is not greater than 6. When this code is run, first the condition of the if statement will be checked. And since 5 is not greater than 6, then it'll evaluate to false. Since the condition is false, it's going to skip over the if's code block and drop down to the else clause. The result will be the output of the else's print statement. 5 is not greater than 6. Let's switch over to VS Code to see a few more examples of the if-else statement. We're here in our 0403 exercise file. Starting on line number 1, we've created a variable named plant, and we've set its value equal to cacti. Then, coming down to line number 3, we have our if statement. Here, our condition checks to see if the value of the variable plant equals cacti. If it does, then we're going to execute what we see here on line number 4. That is, we will print the name of the plant and the fact that it doesn't need a lot of water. But if it's not true that the value of our plant variable equals cacti, then we're going to print the name of the plant and the fact that it loves water, which is what we see here on line number 6. But regardless of what the value of our plant variable is, we're going to print thanks. Let's go ahead and run this to check the output. And there you have it. Cacti don't need a lot of water. Thanks. Is that what you expected? I hope so. Our variable plant was assigned the value of cacti. So when we came to our if statement on line number 3, cacti does equal cacti, and so we printed out cacti don't need a lot of water. Now let's go ahead and change our plant variable to something else. Let's change it to irises, for example.
The fuck is that?
Let's save it and run it again.
Run the heat, bitch.
This time we get irises love water. Thanks. That's because irises does not equal cacti. So we skip over the body of the if statement here on line number 4.
Oh,
And instead, we execute what's inside of the else clause.
I understand.
Irises love water.
Well, this is kind of obvious to me. I don't really need to watch this a lot more. Hello, you there?
Then skip it.
Yeah.
If it's obvious, then skip.
By now, you're pretty familiar with conditionals in Python. We start with an if, followed by our condition, and we end the condition with a colon. Then, on the next line, we indent the block of code that we want executed. And the else is very similar, except there's no condition to check.
Okay.
In the
Are we
Java
just gonna?
programming
Okay,
language?
never mind. Nope.
Oh my
No.
god, what did you just do? Let's take the quiz. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's not this part of the chapter is not that hard. It's easy to understand. With if else statement, we will always execute one of the code that depends on the result of the condition test.
One of the code blocks.
True.
Yes.
But you weren't even paying attention probably, boy.
You right. Which operator will you use to return true if variables are different?
This one.
Oh yeah. What
What
is it?
Who texted me?
That was Devin.
How do you know those?
Cause nigga, he put it. There was a shit in the chat. But alright, it's divisible by 3, which if else statement produces 3. If number oh shit, we actually have to do calculations. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down.
Sorry, I was so focused. Which is
Number,
divisible by 3?
36.
Okay.
If number, the little thing 3 equals to 6. Wait,
Okay, so number 15. That's what it's wrong.
that one equals to 5. That one. The next one equals to 4. No, fuck. The next one's wrong. So it must be the top.
Number 36. If number is
Wait, divisible by 3. 15 is divisible by 3. 36 is also
36
divisible.
is 12. 16 isn't.
Which will not produce this output. So it's that one. Yeah.
Any other
expression that breaks down.
expression breakdown.
Where did we see any other? Any expression that breaks down to either true or false is called a conditional or ballooning expression. To either true or false, it's called a ballooning expression. Ballooning. Ballooning. Ballooning.
If
This
else,
if else statement is written in
apples. If apples equal apples, but you're comparing the
I
same
mean, we only know
thing,
Python.
the end will be, yeah, that's true.
We only know
We
Python.
learned Java as well. Yeah, Java.
Oh
What?
my god.
No
Obviously,
way!
it was the Ruby. See, we didn't learn that bullshit. We never learned that.
I think we
What the
did.
fuck
Hold
is
up.
Ruby?
In the real
I think we did.
Fuck your real world bullshit.
Let's restart it. Okay.
we didn't even get through all of them.
Last
one.
Ow.
Second
Ow.
First one.
Ow. No, it was not. It was Boolean.
Ruby.
Okay, there you go.
I said first one. What you mean? I
I
said
got-
it was Boolean.
I got it. Which of these is not a relational operator?
Relational operator. Relational.
What does that mean? Would that be this one? Because this is different.
That makes the
Different, yeah. The you know what I'm talking about.
Which one doesn't make it?
Oh,
Wait,
what
hold on. Relational. Relational means something like Here.
Similarity.
no. It makes it together.
Yes, and this
So-
one is exclamation point equals. They're
No,
different.
doesn't that make it together? Because
No, it's different. It makes it different.
I don't fucking know. You do
Yes. So look here. I'm on Python. Go to Python, right?
Pick your shit.
No. Go
Pick
to
your shit.
Python. Look, 5 exclamation
and then-
point equals. Wait. Equals to 4. True, because it's different. They're both different. Oh shit. Are you doing it?
Hold on. I'm trying to think. So what was it? Yeah, this.
Yo. Tell me, bro. Tell me. Like, what the fuck?
I can then do it. Do it. Just do it. Bullshit. So, cause it does like a relation type thing. Like I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but mentally I do. Oh my god.
Okay, now this is
No,
your
wait,
choice.
hold on,
This is your choice.
Serious. Okay, wait. What did the minus do?
What minus? There is no
What did the-
minus.
What did the 5 greater than equal to? Is that equal to symbol?
It's greater than.
Greater than. And then what's that other symbol next to the greater
Equal.
than? Greater than equal to. Okay, so let's say 5 is greater than or equal to 5. That would be a relation. So the other one is 5 equals to 5. Fuck, what the fuck?
No. Use the same one. Don't say 5. Use greater than.
5 is greater than or equal to 4. I mean, that's technically a relation. Relational operator. An operator that makes it into a relation. Fuck it, do the first one, nigga.
I think it's that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. It's because we don't use that in what's it called when you wanna relate.
Yeah. What is the issue with the following code? Number equals input, enter a number. If number is 10, wait, number, what the fuck? Print, number is greater than 10. Else, the number is less than 10. So if the number is greater than 10, the input
Yeah.
statement isn't, the print statements are not indented correctly. I know they are, I'm pretty sure. Number equals input, enter a number. Okay, so the conditional statement is checking for equality. Wait, fuck, what did the equality mean again? I forgot that shit. The if else syntax is incorrect. Is it? Looks right.
So what's the answer?
Then a third.
Huh?
The conditional statement is checking for equality. What does it's either the first one, I think. Scroll down. What's the fourth one? What's the fourth one?
The print
The
statement
print
is not
statements are
indented
not
correctly.
indented correctly. Look at the print. No, they are. If it's not, it has to be 4 spaces. Which is a 1 tab button, but I'm pretty sure it is because the print would be all the way to the left. I think the print's correct. The if else syntax is incorrect. What is that? If else syntax. The else statement right there? That looks correct. Input statement.
I think it's 2.
The input statement cannot accept numbers.
Yo, what's up, what, Nick?
What's up, Juan?
What's up?
Want to play Valorant in like 20, 30 minutes?
In 20 minutes because I'm still studying with my friend.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nigga, he knows me though.
I'm gonna go get food
With
right
Anthony. We're gonna play with Anthony. Yeah, I know.
now. Yeah, of course.
Alright.
Wait, tell him to like start up a game and just leave so that we can play comp sooner.
Oh, okay.
He
Bye.
told me to set up a game.
Yeah, be AFK.
Wait,
on the
hold
game.
up. Hold up.
Okay,
I
Nick,
gotta
I'm gonna
open
call
the
you back in 30 minutes, okay?
I just joined the
Yep.
Discord.
I
Okay,
know
okay,
I can't
okay.
because I need to focus and I'm really bad at that
No,
stuff.
I'm saying when you're done.
Okay, bye.
Alright, good luck. Bye.
There you go. Okay, Anthony. I think it's. Well, I don't know if he's here, but anyways, I think it's number 2, because input statement has this thing right here. I have no idea. So he says it's 1, so I'm gonna check for his answer first. Okay, I'm stupid. The conditional statement is checking for equality. Oh, okay. What is the output of this program? Number equals 16. It's 3. I have to be 3 because it's just not gonna say that's the whole thing. Well, but be right back, Junior. I don't know if you're watching this, but I'm gonna get water.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
You got it right, by the way. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it right.
What was it?
It was the first one.
What was it? I forgot it.
The conditional statement was inequality. Equality.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Yo, by the way, for
Number-
this answer, I think it's the end.
Okay, wait. What is the output of this program?
Okay, remember this.
Number
Remember this.
equals-
Oh no, this is from like 4 questions
yeah,
ago.
I remember the question.
And this is wrong. So since if the number equals, percentage is 3 equals 0, the print should say is divisible by 3. But if it's wrong, it should say the end, just the end. So it has to be.
No, it would say else.
No, just say the
Remember,
end.
No, if the number isn't divisible by 3, they would put else in the 2 dots, and then they would put the second one, wouldn't it? they would put else, then the 2 dots, and then tab, and then print the end.
I think it's the last one. Here, let's try. Yep, it's the last one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we just learned this. We literally learned it.
Wait, print the end. I thought they had to put the else statement.
No,
and then
okay, if you get it wrong, it should just say the end. Look, it says right here, the end. Print. Say if the number is 3. See, look, the number you should
Number
get is
divisible by
16. The number you should get is 16, right?
If
Right.
number divisible
The
by
3 it won't be
equals-
divisible by 16. So this would be incorrect. This number that you're trying to I don't even know what I'm saying. The number you're trying to get won't be 16, so it would be the end. That's it. All right. Okay. Multiple statement.
group. Code a. I
Better
don't know.
explain. Multiple statements grouped together are called
A
grouping.
block.
I mean, it says group together. I mean, actually,
No, I think it's
a cluster. A cluster would be
Cluster? Cluster would be like
a block.
Mm,
Yeah.
block. Yeah.
A cluster wouldn't make sense because cluster is messy.
Yeah. Next question. Which code can you print if a test score if they pass or fail? If score equals to 60, print 6 pass. Else print failed. I mean that makes sense. The second one. If
Okay. This is a if or else statement.
that makes sense. The second one makes sense.
Okay.
If score equals to the print pass else. If score is greater than 60 or equal to 60.
Did we learn that? Okay, if score is greater than 60, I mean greater or equal to 60 is pass. Or
No, the else.
no,
I'm
no.
pretty sure the last one's false.
Yeah.
I think it's between the second and third one.
Mhm.
If score is greater than or equal to 60. I know the first one looks wrong.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think it's the second one. Wait, let's see the third. If scored is greater than or equal to 60,
I got a question.
pass or fail.
What the fuck is the
What?
difference between the second one and the third one?
What is the difference? I thought the difference was that the second one had an equal only. Wait, what? Wait.
What? They both have the same. Oh,
Functions make
God, why did I do that? Okay. Wait.
what's the difference? If
What?
if,
Oh, yeah, okay,
if okay, if space.
Oh, the else. Look at the else.
The
It's
what?
The second one. It's the second one. It's the second one. It's the second one. Look at else. Look at the space. The difference.
Oh, okay,
Look how
okay.
it's built.
That has to be the third one then. Oh no. Yeah. Wait. Okay.
Yeah. It was the else. It was built different.
What will the
Which
following
of the
condition
following
print?
conditions print? Number.
F.
If it's greater than 0, print number. Else print -1 times number. That would make negative.
The value would
print.
be-
Okay. If number is greater than 0, then you print the number.
The absolute value would be.
Otherwise,
No, it's just number. Print number because it's 0. The num is like
no. If the number is bigger than 0, like let's say 1, it's gonna print 1. If
no, but it's gonna print number. It's gonna print number. It's not gonna say 1.
no wait. If the number is greater than or equal to 0, I didn't see the little equal sign.
Yeah, the number. It's gonna
So
print
just
number.
print any.
So it's the
print
value
number.
of number then. It's not saying. But what
What's
the
the
fuck?
second part? Else, print. If it's not, so if let's say if it's -1 because
Okay, okay.
it's lower than 0.
So it has to be either the value of number or the value of number minus 1.
Wait.
Oh.
Because okay, let's say else print the number print -1 times the number.
-1.
So let's say the number was -2. That would be 2. Because the second part is print.
But it's not telling us the else. It's not telling us the
Okay,
else.
the value of none.
Oh, it is print right
number?
here. I'm sorry.
The value of.
Oh my
functions
God.
make
Oh my
programs.
God. Go back.
What is like? What button am I pressing? Fucking thing. I'm just pressing
The
one button.
value of number. My.
Oh shit.
The absolute value of number. I think it's the last one.
Okay,
Yes.
you got it right. What is the output
What's
of the
the
following
output of the
program?
following program? Number equals 10. If
Okay.
number divided by 4, so it's 10 divided by 4 equals
No, that's
0.
percentage. Percentage. That's
What did the percentage do? I
percentage
forgot.
evaluates the 4. So like 5, you're left with the number. Okay, to say 5% of 3. What number is left on the percentage is 2. So it's 5 thing 32. What is it? Okay,
Is
whatever.
it like 10%, 20%, 30%
Okay,
of
let's say
5?
okay, let's say
Okay, let's
half.
say
It's half.
10.
What's
What's 3 of 10? That would be like 30%
7.
of 10.
7. We're not doing.
Oh, the outcome.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you did it wrong. It's I think
So this would be 6. That's what you're saying, right?
no. I'm just saying.
It would be 6.
Nico.
But that
No,
number
we're not
equals 10.
doing.
If
We're
number,
not. Okay,
it doesn't matter.
if number is okay, the number. Okay, this is the number. This is the thing we're trying to get. Okay. This is the print we're supposed to be getting. All done or all done. Motherfuckers forgot to put else. Big time still back.
It's not there though. 10 is divided by 4. Wait, what would the output of the following? I think it's either error.
Error. Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, program
no,
because
error.
no, yeah,
Error,
yeah.
because there's no else. Oh, how? Wait. Let's try to think. Let's try to think. Number. Okay, so print number is divided by 4.
Oh, it's all done. Why am I retarded? Why am I
Wait,
retarded?
I'm so confused. Wait.
Wow, what do you mean? How are you confused? It's an
Print
error
number.
because the number we're trying to get is 10. For this is wrong. I mean, well, yeah, it's kind of wrong. Cause look, let's say it's 4. Hold up, dude, I feel like you're getting confused with this shit. Are you? Hello.
Doesn't matter. I don't have to take the test. Just continue. It's okay.
Okay. Where is it?
It's
Okay,
right
there it is.
there. It's right there.
I have like 7. Like
Oh,
apps up. Yeah, it's confusing. Okay.
oh, we're done.
Functions make
Oh my
programs
God, the
easier
last-
to read.
Bro, it's like 2 minutes.
write,
3,
and use.
9. What
A
is that?
function is a
oh
block
my-
of code.
Okay. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
6, 11, 15, 18, 19, 20. At least 22 minutes long.
Code packaged together with a name. They're a core feature of all programming languages. Yet, depending on the language, they
I'm
may
using
be
the bathroom. I'll
called
be right
sub.
back. I gotta pee.
Me too, actually. Hello. I'm gonna be some dude. Let's see who's watching my low shit. What is that?
I'm mythic vibe.
Who is this Momo guy? Whatever.
Continue.
In fact, you've already used a few functions like print to show something on the screen, and input to get a response from the user. There are hundreds of other functions in Python that we've yet to explore.
As
One
usual.
key benefit of functions is that they help us to avoid writing the same lines of code again and again. You can think of it this way. I love to dance.
Oh no,
And if
that's
I
not
wanted to
dancing.
teach you
God.
my favorite dance move, the shimmy, I'd
Psych.
have
Oh
to
my God,
first
skip
walk
this,
you
yo,
through
skip
all
this.
of the
This one-
steps, one by
disgusting.
one. First, you take one step to the
Oh
right
my
and
God.
stomp. Then one step to the left and stomp. Then shake
Do you
those
skip this?
hips.
Do you just
That's
continue?
Now you know
Nah.
how to do the shimmy. And the
Yo,
next time I
why?
say, let's shimmy, you know exactly what to do.
She's just
I don't have
embarrassing
to
herself.
walk you
yo.
through the steps each time. It's the
She's
same
probably
way
getting
with
paid a
functions.
lot for this,
You teach
but
the computer how to do
Exactly.
something one
Wait, she
time.
said that she's a
And from
like
then
a
on out,
developer
we just
for
call the function by its
uh
name and the work
Androids.
gets done. No need to
For
repeat
Android.
ourselves.
Android. Why am I saying
Let's
Android?
imagine this is our shimmy code.
What's the
It
company?
lists out all of the steps
What's
of
that
doing
company?
the
Oh my
shimmy,
God! Wait,
one by
it's
one.
Apple. then
Microsoft.
there's-
Without functions,
Microsoft. You fucking idiot.
No,
Yes, that's what
Android.
it's at Microsoft.
Android. Android is Microsoft.
Google. Yes, look. Microsoft.
I don't. Oh, okay, now I do. Never mind.
What company holds Androids? Bitch ass nigga. Beach.
This is not Android.
Google.
Who is? Wait, who is Android's parent company?
Oh yeah.
Samsung. That's the one. Samsung. I
No, it's
couldn't think of
not.
Samsung.
Wait, is it? Who? Bill Gates. What does? Oh no, I'm retarded. I don't even want to say anything.
we'd have to copy and paste this code again and again each time we wanted to
She
shimmy.
said that she was like a
So let's go
Samsung
ahead and
developer or
copy
something,
lines 3 through 5.
or she made apps.
And
for
then we're
Samsung.
going to paste it down below.
Android phone.
1 and 2.
Oh my God.
This makes the code so much harder to read.
Shake
And
those
we're
hips.
just repeating ourselves.
Wait, what the fuck? The shimmy print. Take one step. I'm gonna take the one step in. You take the right foot out.
And then we wiggle it all up. I do the shimmy wimmy. I do. That's crazy. Oh, bro.
She's not even
Shimmy.
speaking. Can you hear it?
I can't hear anything. It must be on mute.
Let's close this
Okay,
down.
and I need to
Oh,
go
she's
back.
back.
And again.
She's back. Wait, she's
Let's run the
Wait, yeah.
program to check our output. We're going to right click and go down to Run Python File in Terminal. And we get the shimmy steps. But look, we have a bug. It's supposed to
Where?
be right and stomp.
It doesn't look like a bug to me. You literally.
Take one step
like,
to the right.
She put. I don't
And
understand.
stomp.
She put the
Stamp. She put stamp.
No, look. Yeah, she put stamp.
Not stamp.
Why?
Look.
Now we need to go back to
I don't understand. Like, what is the point of an
What
error?
did she do wrong?
She look. You don't see it. Take one step to the right and stamp.
Right, and stamp. Okay, that's the error.
Yeah.
That was her own fault, though. She did it.
Exactly.
It wasn't,
each place
I'm about to skip
where
this
we have
bitch.
hundreds or even thousands.
it wasn't the
Let's
computer's
go
fault,
ahead
though.
and make a change, and we're going to create a function.
Fuck.
We're going to call our function
It was
shimmy.
your own fault, though.
Don't worry so much about the syntax. I'm going to walk you through how to create a function shortly. Just notice the benefits that we get. So we're going to delete all of this extra copy and paste.
Why?
Let's fix our typo here on line number 4.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's your own fault.
And then we're going to call shimmy.
Shimmy.
Let's do it a few more times. Much easier to read, much cleaner.
Okay.
Let's save our file, and then we'll run the code.
Oh, I see.
Perfect. We get all the steps to the shimmy.
So DEF
Pretty
shimmy
cool, right?
makes copies.
I'm sure you're eager to
Every time
learn
you press
how to
shimmy.
take advantage of functions in your own
Shimmy.
code. Let's get
Like
started.
the 3
Tama.
sentences come up. Okay.
To better understand how
Oh my
functions
God, we
work,
have
let's create
Her
one.
ready
9,
We're
account.
going to
10,
work
11,
with
12,
that
13,
starts
14.
with the DEF
14 more
keyword,
minutes. Keep
which
it.
is short for define.
5,
This lets
9,
Python know that we're ready to create a function.
12, 13, 14.
Next,
14.
we need to give our function a unique name. We're going to call this one say_hello.
Hello.
We have to give our function a unique name, just like variables, me or the next developer who reads my code. So we're going to stick with say hello for now. The next thing we need to do is add an opening and closing parentheses, and then a colon. This is the requirement of Python's syntax for creating a function. similar to what we had for the if-else statement.
If
Once we
else.
hit enter, the IDE automatically indents this line of code. Because it's trying to help us out, it knows that functions have to be indented. Now, where have we seen this before? That's right. We do the same
China.
thing for our if statements.
Oh
We
yeah.
often call the code block that belongs to a function its body.
Got a code block.
So when you hear
It's called a
function
block.
body, that's simply another way of referring to the code that the function is going to execute. So let's move back over to our code. In order to get the hang of this syntax, we're only going to have one line inside of our function's body. And it's going to be a print statement that says, hello friends. This is the say hello function after all. With that done, we can save our file and let's run it.
Run that shit, bitch. Run.
Uh-oh,
Just
we
had-
don't get any output. Can you
Why?
guess
Cause
why?
it's trash.
Think
Wait,
back
hold
to
up,
when
pause
I
it.
taught you
Let
the
me figure
steps
this.
to my favorite dance move, the shimmy.
Pause it,
How-
pause it. Let me try to figure this out. Cause she didn't put the specific word. Say hello.
How did I get you to dance with me?
I don't know.
I'd have to call out, let's shimmy. And then you'd know it's your time to shine. Similarly, creating a function means that we taught the computer how to do some work. But in order to have that work done, we need to call the function first.
Oh yeah,
In
okay, I
Python,
understand.
You call a function by using its name, followed by a set of open and closed parentheses. Let's do that now.
Shut your bitch ass
Right
up.
underneath where we have line number 2, we're going to hit enter. And by default, the IDE tries to help us out and it automatically indents this line of code. But that's not what we want. We're done with this function. So we'll hit enter one more time and delete this indentation so that it's clear, say hello
She
is
could just press
complete.
backspace, but
And finally, in order to call the function, we're going to type its name, say underscore hello,
So I was right.
and in open and close parentheses. Let's save it and run our file
Right.
again.
Let's go.
This time we get the hello friends message.
Alright, that was hella
Number six.
obvious.
You know
Come
how
on,
to
bro.
do-
Like, I'm not trying to. Like,
Growing up,
boy, if you don't
my
get your.
siblings and I love to go to the car
We
wash.
got.
And depending on
Yeah,
how
we
much
started
money
this
my
at
parents
4.
were willing
We're
to pay,
ending this at almost 8.
7.
we could
Oh,
have a
shit.
experience
What
each
was
time.
that?
For 6
That was
hours,
me.
we would get the
Holy
most basic
shit.
wash.
We spent
White
3.
foam,
Nah, nigga, tell me how we spent 3 hours learning this.
one rinse,
How
and
long
a
was
drip
this
dry.
course supposed to be? 2
But-
hours?
Like, how do
Oh
I
my
go?
god, 2 hours, 6 minutes. Right there. It says it under course detail. Oh my god, we spent a whole extra hour plus.
If they were
Let's
weights,
go.
Okay, let's see.
just like the
Setting
car wash,
parameters
in
and
programming,
arguments.
we often want to provide different outputs to our users based on some input.
You know, only reason why we spent an
Functions
extra
allow us
hour
to do this.
was because
In
of the
fact,
quizzes
Let's go over
and
to
the
VS
fact that
Code
we
to
didn't
see
know
a
what she was
function
doing with the
that
examples.
simulates our car wash
Yo, and just let me
experience.
know when you
We're
ask,
here
okay?
in 0503 begin.
I'm like,
We
probably
have
like
this function
now
defined
or
on line
whenever
number
we're done.
1.
You have to get the net.
What? That
Yeah, you have to get the card, not
mean the
not
card.
the money. Yeah. I mean, not the. No, you cannot get the debit card. You cannot. You have to get the.
you don't think I could get it from Amazon and they just
try
send
it.
me like a
I
little?
mean, I don't know. Try.
Wash underscore car. And then we have our open
Okay,
and
what is
closed
this? Wash
parentheses,
car.
as well as our code.
Print wash with tree color foam. Nigga, I don't even know none of this shit.
Inside,
so-
we have the steps for the basic car wash. Let's go ahead and call this function using its name. We'll do that down here on line number 2.
So wash car. So it's gonna
Wash
print multiple of
underscore
those.
car.
And
And then
the
a
little
set
brackets,
of
yeah.
open and closed parentheses.
Parentheses, yeah.
Let's save
And
this
then
file
it's
and
gonna
then run.
spam
So we'll just right click
So it's gonna
and
do
go
6
down
times.
to run Python file in terminal.
6 times. 1, 2,
And
3, 4,
you
5,
probably
6. Yeah, I was
guessed
right.
it.
Let's
You
go.
get both the platinum
Okay,
and
so I
the basic
understand
wash
this.
stats.
Okay, dude, this is honestly just repeating herself.
How do you think we can do that? I hope the first thing that came to your mind is an if statement. Let's pretend
Oh my
we
god,
have
it sounds
the
like
amount paid
geometry.
stored in
The
a
if
variable.
statements.
We'll start
Oh,
right on line number 2. We'll add our if statement. So if the amount paid is equal to 12. This is for the platinum wash. Then we want to do the platinum wash steps. Remember, we have to indent the statements. We'll create another if statement. This time it's for the basic car wash. If the amount paid
Okay, what is the indent
will
for?
come down to line.
What do you mean
Have
the
to
indent?
indent the statements.
She's indenting.
This is how Python knows that all three of these print statements
Oh, are
belong
different.
to this
They're
if.
different.
Oh, okay.
They
Okay.
belong-
So this
Well,
belongs
It's
to
a
the if
difference.
statement, and this is the different.
Come down
Yeah.
to line number 7, and we'll create another if statement. This time it's for the basic car wash. If the amount paid
Okay, this basically I know what. Okay, I know where this is
And
going.
look,
Okay, I
right
know
Yeah,
where
we
this is
all know
going.
what this is going. Yeah, it's
said
just
the error. Well,
she
and we
changed
give
their
our
amounts.
functions
That's it.
argument here on line argument. On your own, arguments are
Wait, you
used
said
to
wash car 6.
growing up. Your mom may have asked you to go get the mail.
Alright, skip this.
So
Come
you
on.
leave, get the mail. That's kind of
I've
like
never gotten the mail of one of those
function,
things. I never
and
had
it's
one of
called
those things. I had a
withdraw
mailbox
money.
that like chilling on
It
the
takes
wall.
in 2 parameters.
I've never
The
seen
first
that.
one is current balance. This stores the current amount of money that you have in your account. The second parameter is named amount. This is the amount that you want to withdraw. Then on line number 2, we have an if statement. The if statement checks to make sure you have enough money in your account to cover the amount that you want withdrawn. If you do, then we come to line number 3, where we update the current balance with some simple subtraction. We take the current balance and we subtract the amount. And then finally, on line number 4, we print out what the current balance is using this variation of the print function. Here on line number 6, we make our call to the withdraw money function. We pass in 100 for the current balance and 80 for the amount. Let's run the function to check the output. And as you expected, the balance is 20. Now, let's say after we withdraw the money, we want to check the new balance later in our program to see if we need to make a deposit. This is where returning a value from our function comes in handy. In Python, when creating a function using the def statement, you can specify what the return value should be with a return statement. A return statement consists of the return keyword and the value that the function should return. Remember, Python has over 30 keywords that it uses to take special actions. Return is one of those keywords. We need to make a few changes in order to take advantage of the return keyword. The first thing we're going to do is on line number 3, we'll hit enter, and then we're going to return the current balance. We're going to use the return keyword in order to do that. So we'll just type return
This is
and then
intense.
current underscore balance.
Very.
The next change we need to make is to copy this print statement and remove it outside of our function. Since we're going to use it later, let's not completely delete it. We'll just cut and remove that extra line. Okay, great. We're almost done. Coming down to line number 6. Since we want to use the value for later, we need to store it inside of a variable. To do that, we'll go to the beginning of the line and we're going to create a variable that we call balance. And we'll use the equal sign in order to assign it the value from our function.
So this
The
is how
final thing
simple
we
it
want
is
to do
for
is to add an if
those
else
machines
to
that
check
take your
and
money.
see if we need to make a
That's
deposit.
crazy.
So underneath this function call, let's create our if statement. We're going to check if the balance is less than 50. Then we're going to say we need to make a deposit.
It's not we, it's you need to make a deposit.
Else,
You would be talking to the person.
we're going to print out nothing to see here. And that's it. Let's
So if
save
it's
our
not
file and then
Equal
run
or
this
above
code.
50. Below 50 or equal to 50, then we gotta say no. Okay.
Perfect. We get a message, we need to make a deposit. That's because our balance
we have 20.
variable now has the value of 20 So we fall inside of our if statement.
It's
and
so
it's
easy.
letting us
Now it's getting
know
so like
that
simple.
we need to make a deposit. Being able to return values from functions is a cornerstone of
What
programming.
is happening,
I
bro?
can't wait to
Bro,
see what
she
you're
always
able
yells.
to build
That's why I
with
don't
this
like.
new power.
That sounds like your brother.
That's
We've seen
his girl.
functions that fall into four
I
main
could not believe that.
categories.
Yeah, that's crazy. It
Those that
sounds like
have no
him.
parameters and no return value, no parameters but do return a value, those that have parameters and don't return a value, and finally, those that have both
He's the
parameters
class.
and a return value. But so far, we've only seen these functions in Python. Let's take a look at how a few other languages handle functions. First up is Java.
We're so close.
This is the no
Two more than
parameters
quiz,
and
and then
no return value
the
example
next
of a
steps, the
function. Does it
conclusion.
feel slightly familiar?
3 hours
Yes.
of our
Curly
time.
braces are used to mark off the function's body, just like how we saw curly braces used for the code block of an if statement. Also, we have the function name followed by empty parentheses, just like we do in Python. But what's totally different here? It's the void keyword in front of our function name. Can you guess what that void means? It means that our function doesn't return a value. Similar to how we can't get any money back from a voided check. It has no value. Unlike Python, Java requires that you always specify explicitly what the return type is of a function, even when that function isn't going to return a value. Okay, on to the next example, Kotlin. This is the has parameters and no return value example of a function. Let's look for similarities and differences from what we've seen so far. Just like Java, we use curly braces to mark off the function's body. And similar to Python, we have a keyword, fun, which is used to signal that we're creating a function. However, unlike Python, we have to specify what the type of our parameter is when we define the function. We do that by placing a colon after the parameter's name and then the type. In this case, it's a string. As you explore new programming languages, I encourage you to compare languages as it makes it easier to learn. Do you feel like you can spot a function now? Let's put your
Yeah.
skills to the test in a
Oh, no.
rapid-fire round of Find That Function.
Find that function.
Where's the function here?
Right there.
Do you want to watch this or you just want to skip to the
Yeah, just skip. I'm tired of this, yo. We have only 3 more.
the challenge in favorite cities? You don't need to do that. You know.
No, we don't need all that.
Which keyword?
does Python use to define a function?
Def.
Funk.
Def.
Def. Go with def.
You fucking retard said fuck. What does the void?
No. My dad's calling me for something. Give me a sec. I'll be back.
Sir.
Okay, I'm back.
No. What does the void keyword? What does the void keyword mean?
Void. We just learned this. I think it's the function is not expecting any variables. The function does not return a value. I think it's either the first one or the third or the fourth one. But go for the first one first.
Yeah. Okay.
Next question. What can the following function be used for? Def mystery x. If x to return yes, else return no. If x per a little thing 2 equals to 0, then you return it.
can the following function be used for? Def.
So let's say the percent sign, we put like an odd number as x.
If
So let's put,
mm,
oh no, 9 or something.
I think
9
should be yes. Else should be
return 2
no.
equals to 0.
So the checking whether earlier is a number.
Wait, so most of them will not be equal to 0. Right?
is larger than 2. Checking whether number has more than.
Chicken with a number is larger than 2. No.
What does equal mean again?
Equal means it's equal to 0. I think it's either 1, checking whether a variable is a numeric
4?
value. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more than 2 digits? I don't think so.
Nope.
So I must say the last one.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
I was thinking about this one more than the other one.
Checking whether a number is odd or even, which is not a benefit of functions. With functions, you don't have to repeat the same code, which is not a benefit. It's easier to fix them. The first one, though, you know. I mean, like, bro, it's the first one.
Which will following code?
Which would the following code print? Def compare print.
What the
5
fuck?
is greater.
Oh,
Def
5
compare.
is,
This code would not print anything.
yeah, exactly. I was confused as fuck.
That was so simple, 'cause the
5 is
parentheses had nothing.
exactly. The code
The code that is contained inside of a function is often called the function's legs. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to this.
the code that's contained. I mean, it should be. Okay, the code that contains inside of a function is often called the function's legs.
I'm gonna search that up. Hold up. So, the code that contains.
I think
the
that's false.
function-
I mean,
Wait, what was it? The code that contains the functions.
function is often called the function's legs.
Is often called the function leg. Calling each of these functions generates a value which usually a single return to the function. Functions usually take the data process.
So it's false.
Yeah, I think so. Possibly. Was it?
Yeah. Why is there no output for this program? Def
Because
goodbye, def print by.
We didn't. We
Because
never called the goodbye function.
yes, we never called the goodbye function.
Given the following code, how would you call the function? Def
Hello,
name
name.
print hey.
Hello.
It'll be hello John.
I think it's okay. Yeah.
No, not that one. I meant the bottom one. I meant the bottom one.
I thought because I was looking at 4. I was like, okay, because it had no parentheses. The first one, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah. What is the issue with the function as defined? It doesn't have a thing. The function name is sort of
What is the
numerical value. The function must have returned back x print times 2. The function's name has to have a capital letter. I don't think so. The number is double. The number to double is not received. Yeah, it'd be 2.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Oh, you got it right, nigga. No. Which Python keyword is used to send back? Send.
I'll return.
Oh yeah, return.
It's right there.
Yeah.
What
Which
if I
one?
like print? Def mute. Okay. Number return is the number divided by 1, which is the number itself. Result mode in 3.
Okay, number. Return one number. Return.
It'll be times 3. Wait.
Where do you see
Okay,
times?
so see the third part is what's confusing me. The third part, you see, result. See, I see return the number divided by 1, which is the same number. Then the second part, see, I don't know what the 3 is. Is it multiplying? Or is it saying that
multiply inverted 3.
What's an inverted 3?
I don't know. -3? Zero. That would be this one. That would be
Wait.
this one.
The result would print result. Wouldn't it print? Wait. I said wait, bro. I said. My
Nigga,
God,
nah, nigga, I'm like the
God,
Flash,
oh my
bro. I think it's 0.3. 3.
3.
Okay, let's try. What do you want to try? What do you want to try?
Divided by 1 divided by number. Yeah, yeah. That'd be return. Return one number.
Oh,
There are
Oh my
hundreds.
God! What button?
what? You gotta reset
think
this one, by the way. Just,
Why? We didn't get anything wrong yet.
we're about to right now.
Okay, wait. So def mo in number. Return. The returning is one number.
Yes. Yes.
The result multiplied in no 3. Wait, 3 is the number. So 3 would be the result. Suck my nuts. Never mind.
Then it has to be this one. I knew it,
Yeah, it
bro.
was the-
Because invert. What's the invert of 3? This negative is literally 0.33333.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, I want to search that. I don't know. I never.
Oh my
knew that.
god. Put
What?
what is
What
the
invert of 3?
invert of 3?
Oh, it's 1 divided by 3. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, so you're right.
Well, no, it's not your fault, did you? Well, actually, kind of, because you learned
Oh,
this algebra
I
one.
mean,
Algebra one.
no.
Yes,
no.
yes. You know what's crazy? I wasn't even smart in algebra one, bitch. It is. Trust.
Wait,
This
is-
one is huh?
the invert in algebra. See, it only says inverse of an equation. Is inverse multiplication. Inverse multiplication. Multiplicative inverse in algebra.
What is this? Oh shit, it might be 3. Oh no, wait. Algebra
In the
one.
first
Algebra
case-
one.
What? It says that doesn't mean nothing.
Inverse
That means
operation.
it's
That's
up-
inverse one. Algebra.
Inverse
That's algebra one.
operation is completely different.
That's the same shit.
It's
It really
completely different.
inverse function. What is it? You want to inverse function? Function.
Inverse operations are like addition and subtraction. They're
Algebra.
the opposite of each other, or like multiplication
One.
and division, opposite of each
Oh,
other.
it's 2 and 1. Well, it's 2.
I
think
never
it's
learned the two, so
Ah shit. I think I was. Well,
Ah,
I think I'm.
never
I'm
went to
so
two yet.
smart, bitch.
Okay, wait. So number, return number. So the number percentage 2 equals to 0 if
What is the output of
3.
the following program? 3 is even.
it's an even 3. Then
This
you
one?
print 3 is even.
Okay.
Wait,
Bitch.
I said, oh wait.
Oh my god, bro. Okay. Def is even number.
Would there even be an output?
There would never be an output because we're trying
Okay,
to
but
get
we don't know this.
the
Okay, wait.
percent. Return
The
number.
returning number.
is
Oh no, it's the second part. If you go down, it says
percentage-
if the number is 3. So
3 is
that
not
way-
even. Or it's no output. Hold up.
No, it's not. It's not no output. There's an output. I'm pretty sure. 3 is not even. What does that mean?
Speak English, nigga. Like, nah, we aren't even speaking English. Hold on, I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah, 3 is not even. I mean,
So you're saying 3 is not even?
I think so.
I think there is no output. Okay, you're right.
Given
Given the first line of the function,
which
definition of
programming
a
language is this? Oh, def factorial.
Nigga,
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't think it's Python.
Um,
That's kind of weird. Def factorial. I think it's
would that be Ruby?
Ruby. Maybe, no, wait. I don't know. Let me search it up. Def factorial number. Okay. Def factorial. Yes. Okay. It says Python. It's Python code. It's Python. It says,
Why am I retarded? You know we were using Python the whole time? Okay, then it's Ruby. Get the fuck. Given the first program.
Wait. I swear to you, it says Python code def factorial n, which is the same exact thing as what that question was. See, it says Python. So the site is false.
Wait, does it
That's
say not?
mad false, bro.
Given the first. Who just joined the call? Oh, I thought
No
someone
one.
joined the call.
No one done.
Given the first line, which program is list number?
It must be something. It says the Python. Factorial number in Java. Put it. Factorial number in Java. Let's see. Factorial classical public.
Hey, what I
It
mean?
says Python though. What?
Wait, actually though, I don't understand. Let me go back.
Is it in Ruby? Let me see.
Let me go back.
In math, factorial of n is just a number reflection of n plus 1. Ruby has math, gamma, so it's just gamma n plus 1. And cast, well, but it says gamma though. Okay, how about C++? C++. C++ can find a factorial number again, include that using the, that'll tell me nothing. Let me see images of this.
Would it be Java?
Maybe.
Oh, I got it wrong. And then it's
Not
C++.
Java?
It has to be C++.
Wait.
I said Ruby. Yeah, if we get Ruby, because I know I said Ruby the first one. I know I said Ruby. I know I said it.
The internet tells us it's Python, but it wasn't Python, which is.
Yo, hurry up. This is your last one. Your last one.
Oh my god, I don't know, bro. Okay, I gotta try to search this up. Okay, wait. Let me see the question. What is this? Bro, go back. What is this? What is this? Give it the first line of the function, define number, which is the pronoun. Def factorial number.
Oh, C++.
Yeah, I saw C++.
Oh, it was Ruby. It was Ruby. I knew it. I knew it too.
It's a Ruby.
I fucking knew it. Oh my god. Which value is not an argument to the hello function?
Value is not an argument to the hello function. Wait, what? To the hello function. So it's not the name. So print hey name. Hello,
Hey,
John.
hey. Hello. It's supposed to be hello. So the definition would be hello. Print, it says hey name.
Wait, which is not an argument to hello.
Hey. Or
Yeah,
think-
I mean,
yeah, it's pretty fucking obvious.
John, John and the other girl, you know, which is
Just
chilling.
hello,
there, so-
exactly. And this function definition, the variable name is definition hello name.
An argument, a
Uh,
function, a parameter. What?
The function body, because it's inside the legs.
It is part of the body.
Or it's
It can't. I don't think it's an argument. Dude, the body.
It's the argument. It's the argument. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
What's the parameter? What is a parameter?
All right, we're not gonna talk
What?
about that.
There are
What?
hundreds of programming languages out there.
A parameter. A numerical or other measure factor forming one of a set that defines a system or sets the conditions of its. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was.
Take a look at the most popular. At the time of this recording, Java is number 1. Closely
We need to learn Java.
followed by C,
It's
C++,
a negative
and our friend
74%.
Python. And you might be surprised to know that they're all related.
Hold up, I need to tell my cousin real quick. I'm about to finish.
That we completed the first
We
course
completed
after 5
the
months.
first. I mean 5 hours course.
5 months.
Course.
It says that you started this
sorry.
course 5 months ago.
No,
And
that's
now-
his. That's his course. After
Oh,
3 hours.
so we're doing.
I need him to respond. The
We
That's
make him
right.
big.
Java, Python, and C++ all inherit ideas from C.
I can tell him
The
to
C programming language
give
was
to
developed
you
in the 1970s.
the game instead.
It's used for programming operating systems, games, smart
you
devices,
use the code,
and
like
even
it-
compilers for
the-
other languages.
No, like
On the
literally
dot
gift is
Here's
like
an
code.
Steam.
example of a program
Oh
in
yeah, you
C.
could gift, right?
Let's walk through it. The include statement we see here on line number 1 is very common in C and C-based languages. It's the way you, as a programmer, get
I
to
learned
link to
so
code
much
that
today,
someone
yo.
else wrote into your
I
program.
feel
Did you know you could do
mine.
that?
Did you
no.
know I give a fuck?
This is very important to know because as
Yeah, by the way, tomorrow I'm gonna restart all the quizzes so then I can refresh my memory.
programmers, it's
Your
our job
mind.
to develop software
Okay.
that meets a business need. And we often do this with a specific deadline in view. So it wouldn't make much
Man,
sense
tomorrow I
to
have 3
write the
quizzes,
same
bro. I
types
have a
of functions
Spanish, I have a
again and again,
social studies, and I have a
especially
uh,
if they're already available
chemistry.
and have been verified by other programmers.
And then Wednesday I have
In
2
fact,
tests.
This is so common in computer
Spanish
programming that we
and a
call the
math.
grouping of variables and functions that someone else has written and verified.
And you know what?
A
I didn't study for
library.
any of them.
In our example,
So
we
we
want
find
to
a
link to
fail.
the
You know the
standard
library next to me?
input and output library
Mhm. Yeah, that little
This is
library
a-
that just shows there. Yeah.
Has anime shit, mangas.
available for the C language.
Manga.
This library includes the code for the
Nice.
printf function. We use printf to display our hello world message to the user.
So we can come
Okay,
back to this
enough about
tomorrow. So
libraries.
like,
Let's go to the
when I,
next
like,
line of code.
scoot that
The
video
2
forward.
forward slashes are how we create a comment in C. Whereas if you recall in Python, we use a hash mark.
Cock.
There's a function here called main. This is a very important function in C-based languages because it's the function where the program begins. And just like what we've seen with Java and JavaScript, curly braces are used for the function's body.
Curly braces.
Both languages adopted that syntax from the C language. And finally, as our
Okay,
function's
you already know we're gonna
body,
learn
we
this
make a
next
call to the
class.
print-
Exactly.
We're done. Congratulations.
Bitch. Meow.
So we're going playing music, like we're Devin and Kimis.
Yeah, you wanna go to them?
Yeah.
No, let me like.
Teleporting.
Yo, yo, we finished finally. Yo, Alakim,
Finish what?
studying took like an
Yo,
hour.
bro.
you know why my camera quality is so dookie right now?
Cause it's always been dope.
Particles.
Look, right? You see those particles, right?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Okay, what? No, that was
The
not.
light.
You're not nice like that.
It's the lighting, bro. My lighting is behind me instead of in front of me. Like, look how clear it looks.
Look,
Yeah, you
yo,
look
turn
clear.
off the light. Turn off the light. Yo, I'm sorry, but like, that mat right there in the floor is giving me OCD like crazy.
Man, yo, look how crazy.
Yeah,
not even
fix
in
that.
center.
It's not even in the center.
More.
Yeah, that's better. It's better.
Bro, I was learning some music. I got you a song, man. I got you a song.
Where's Alakim?
He's right here. We're playing.
I'm right here.
He's chilling. He's right there.
Oh shoot.
Oh my god.
Bro, you missed it, Juan. I gave a whole concert. I'm nice with it.
Nah, bro. Devin, when I hear Devin, bro, that shit sounds nice too, though. I know what you're trying to play.
You want to hear? I recorded what I played with Elijah.
I know Computers by Bobby.
Wait, can you keep hearing that one? I want to hear that one. I don't keep hearing that one.
I got you. I'll play.
I am the play.
Let me see. I got you.
I can even play it on the fruit, man.
Alright, I'm gonna try not to mess this thing up.
You missed the
Got
sax.
you, boy. Can you hear it? Can you hear this?
Hmm.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Why the frick is it so low? Oh, here we go.
You playing Faded?
Yo, wait, hold up. I'm gonna take a picture. Hold up. I'm gonna take a picture of how many hours I took in this little.
Oh my god, the particle quality.